And we are live.
Yes,
Sunday
we
night
are.
with those
What's up?
guys.
What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome to Sunday Nights with those guys. If I sound like I have a little bit more energy than usual, it's because I had a great day today flying FPV. What's up, Paul?
Really.
What's up,
Hey,
Herman?
how's everybody doing?
Same old.
I'm good,
Who's
man.
got the music going?
I saw Herman earlier. It's like when Roger sent me, and I saw you too, Paul, by the way, at 5 something in the morning going live.
Like,
Yeah.
because he's
That's why he'd be
crazy.
falling asleep on our live streams because he'd be up at that time of the morning. What's up, Desmond Dunder? Yeah.
Desmond
Or
Donder.
fall asleep
What time
on
you went live, Paul?
Roger.
This morning?
Yeah, about 5:25, something like that.
Yeah, I think it was 4:30, but who's counting?
Okay, all right. It's 4:30. That means
You
it was
know
about
that's too early, right?
4:25. Michael Blade, what's up? Al Diaz, how are you guys? Anyway,
Al, what's good?
Good morning,
Michael,
good morning, good morning. Well,
Desmond.
I sent you a link, Lawrence.
you did, but when you did, my head was going doom, 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 because I was drinking last night. So this side of my brain was saying you shouldn't have, and this side was saying eat something, so this side will stop hurting.
Yeah, I
But
hear
but
you.
also while you guys were live, I checked in on you and clicked the like button, but I left my house this morning early to go to a park to meet up with Big John or to fly some FPV. So I got to check you out a little bit of you guys on talking. You,
Yeah.
Centroid, I think Asgard was there. What's
Yep.
up, Brant Ariels? How are you, buddy?
Yep.
Hey, Sean,
Hey,
what's good?
Ivana, Sean, you
Brett
know you got
Ariels.
the invite already. Curtis is back.
Curtis.
Curtis,
Curtis has been hiding out for a while.
no, Curtis was sick. Curtis was sick, definitely. I can, well, he
What
said
happened,
that he
Curtis?
was sick, and I kind of believe it because he says it's not corona.
Well, it might have been from some bad Corona beer, maybe.
Some bad beer.
Well,
Curtis,
that doesn't
that
usually
invite
happen.
is set, buddy.
That doesn't usually happen.
What?
But bad beer?
It happened again, Herman. I have 2 windows open. I don't know why it does that. Does it do that to you, Paul? When you
No.
start a live stream, it'll open up another window.
Yeah, when you start the live stream, it will open another window. If you already have, let's say, YouTube open, it'll bring up another YouTube.
Centroid just posted something. I got an alert from him on YouTube saying he's got 2 months off. So that means they shut down the school that he works in for 2 months. But hopefully they'll trickle on over here. You guys click that like button early.
They're
So you
kind of
don't
mad
have to
with
do
the
it
mayor
later
for
on.
not closing the schools, and
What's up, Bill?
he's getting a lot of heat from the teachers union and from the parents. The same parents that he feels that he's doing it, he's doing them justice
Can you
by
send Bill an
having their
invite?
kids go to school during this situation.
Coast to coast.
He doesn't want to, because he thinks
Yeah.
it'll be more of a disruption to the school system and them getting back started once the scare is over. But
Well,
it could get worse until the scare is over. You don't know that.
Al Diaz says the school is closed there too. But my issue is, for once, the mayor of New York, Bill de Blasio, actually said something smart. And he said, if they shut down the schools in New York City, this coronavirus will actually spread worse than if they had kept the schools open, which I find hard because there's a
I
plus
don't
to it.
think so.
And there's a plus to it and there's a minus to it. What's up, Jay Santiago? And the plus to it is by him saying if he shuts down the schools, it'll spread because instead of staying home, the kids and teenagers will be tempted to go out on the street.
Now he's trying to parent people's children, and that's not what his job is.
Right. Now, my problem with letting the kids go to school is, and people keep bringing this up to him, his advisors, they keep bringing up the fact that if the kids go to school and they contract it, their elderly parents, their grandparents may come
the
home.
Same people that you're thinking that you're helping, you'll be hurting.
Right. And I have to be extra careful because I have a respiratory problem, a COPD second stage. And even though I go out and I get around, like today, I was on my way to go meet John to fly FPV, and there's the homeless. Oh my God. And when you get on a train in the morning, every car getting closer to the conductor's car had more and more homeless in it.
Mm-hmm.
So I went back to the second to last car. It had one dude in it. He was asleep most of the ride, and about 2 stops before I was about to get off, he wakes up and just starts coughing and hacking, and you hear the mucus moving around in his body. And I got up and walked into the next subway car because I'm like, yo, it's first of all, I'm not even supposed, I shouldn't even be on the train with a respiratory problem. And if it's going to spread anywhere, it's going to spread through the New York City transit system, considering they said that it can survive on plastic and metal for 2 days.
Well, here's why I say he should close the
Hey,
school.
Curtis.
This is why I
What's
say
up, guys?
this,
What's
because
up?
if you go based upon something that we all sitting here know, especially you, because I've dealt with it, and that's why I stay away from them while school
Hey,
is open.
Timeless.
Small children,
Yeah, they're
are the
carriers.
number one way
They're
you're going to
carriers.
catch a cold as an adult.
They're
If
carriers.
you have children that are in school, or you work with someone who has children in school, you will always catch colds by that route.
Dude, you want to know how I know that's true? Up until my daughter got into elementary school, I got
Jay?
sick twice a year during the change of the seasons, right? And once in the spring and once in the fall. She
We have
started going to preschool. I got sick 4 times that year.
We have the same situation up here in Washington State. Our governor has closed all of our schools finally. It was just King County and Snohomish County, but I think it was Thursday he announced that he was going to close all schools. And then right after he announced that, the Boys and Girls Club of America said, "Oh, we're going to take all these kids in."
Okay.
If you can't take your children to work with you, and there's a lot of places you can't do that, the Boys and Girls Club is going to be open.
Oh, I want to put a disclaimer out there for the people who are here in the chat and people who may watch the rebroadcast of this, the recording of this. Those guys, I don't know why, but Coast to Coast has really gone coast to coast now. Those guys is going to be on Coast to Coast, and why he had to go all hip hop on us, and Bill, I'm still questioning you about this, but East Coast versus West Coast, well, let's just say it should be a little interesting considering his name is Coast to Coast, and I'm hoping you're on the West Coast, Bill.
Bill, I sent you a link on Facebook so you can join us.
Yeah, please send him a link.
I didn't have his email
Where
address.
is Bill at? What state is Bill in?
Washington.
Huh?
Out in Washington State.
He's in Washington. He's about an hour away from me.
It really is an East Coast, West Coast thing. Bill, have you learned anything from the past? It killed Biggie. It killed Tupac. Let it go. I'm just saying. What's up, Lynn? How are you?
What's up, Jay Santiago?
Hey, Lenny.
You
Lenny
guys
is
click
in the
that
house.
like button early. It's still early here. I'm going to be honest. I really don't have a whole bunch of drone news.
Wait,
because I was out flacking today.
You know what, Lawrence? It's funny you say that.
What?
Remember I had mentioned to you, I mentioned to you guys that wherever the hell we think we are right now with drones, and everybody is like, oh, we're never going to have these delivery drones, or the delivery drones are coming. Well, tell you the truth, there's a lot of things being done with drones, especially outside of this country. Like right now, Rwanda has got an issue with malaria that they're dealing with, and they're using drones.
Not Wakanda.
No.
Okay.
Rwanda.
Watching too much Avengers.
They're using drones to spray to help kill the mosquito larva. I don't know how they're doing it, but they're doing it in all of their provinces and up and down Rwanda. So they're going to keep on spraying and spraying until they kill the mosquito larva, and then there'll be something else that they kill down there, and then there'll be another bug that they're missing.
Bill says he can't come on because they are sanitizing everything. His wife has him doing tons of stuff right now.
His wife is
sanitizing.
Oh, Lord, my wife had me doing that.
I just snuck off on my phone any minute. I know I'll hear baby.
What happened? You said your wife is sanitizing you?
No,
No, not sterilizing, sanitizing.
Bill runs a facility for the elderly and the affirmed.
Oh,
Okay.
get out. Okay.
Okay.
He's not a member.
Yeah, my landlord does too.
Well, he's close.
John
We
Spizzo,
could
what's
say he's
good?
set up and ready to go.
How are you, John Spizzo? Well, anyway, I don't have a whole bunch of drone news today because, like I mentioned, I was out slacking. I Hadley, Curtis, FYI, right there, the one on top.
That's it.
That's the one you sent. I'm
Awesome.
just now getting the cigar smell out of it.
Yeah, I forgot
Just
about
now.
that. Well, if you go
Just-
fast enough, it will.
Huh?
If you go fast enough, it will.
No, you know what happened? You know
I
how
forget about that.
But you know what happens? You know how cigarette smoke and cigar smoke sticks on stuff?
Yeah.
Well, I figured I'd sit it outside, right? In the fresh air, and I let the fresh air blow. And I'm like, okay, I barely smell it. So I went to plug it in. Mistake number one. It must
Heated up.
It must have heated up the tar because my nephew was sitting in the living room right here in this chair behind me, and the kitchen is like way across behind me, maybe about 25, 30 feet across the living room. And he says, "Who's smoking a cigar?" I launched in the kitchen, with the props on to make sure everything worked.
Right, a
He's
little
like,
hover.
Wow, it smells like a cigar. And yes, it did bake the smell in. But today I burnt it out.
There you go.
I burnt it out. So I'd like to thank you very much. What's good, Big Matt?
You're welcome.
Yes, we are
Absolutely, Rodney.
family here. Support each other. Click that like button.
Rodney
you don't
Bell
have to
is
do it
in the
later.
house, boys and girls. What's up, Rodney?
Rodney Bell, how are you, sir? And I'm glad you're back on the internet. I know you were you were handling and taking care of some business, personal business, health-wise, and we're glad you're back.
Hey,
I hope
Rodney.
I hope you're moving slow and healing with God's speed. But anyway, how was your day, Curtis? How was your day? Actually, I saw Herman earlier because Herman and Ray, did I send Ray an invite? I could have swore I did, but I'm going to send one anyway.
Well, while you're doing that, I'll Paul and Herman. Yeah, I was sick. I had a cold, real bad cold. I'm still kind of stopped up a little bit, but it's not bad right now. But it's one of those that you couldn't even see straight. It was just like right in the center of your head.
Like
but
a
I'm over
sinus cold?
Yeah, sinus cold. And I think it was the dramatic change in weather. I mean, we were heading towards spring weather, and then all of a sudden we got a snowstorm, lasted for a couple days, and it pushed us right back down in temperatures. And it's like, whoa. Anytime that happens, it's like I get sick. And when I say sick, it's not debilitating. It's just I don't feel like I can contribute anything if I come on a show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting here going, oh.
No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
So yeah, I haven't been on any shows lately.
I've just been, honestly, it's been funny as ever to see some of the things that people are posting on Facebook when it has to do with this virus. Did you see what I posted? I reposted something there on Facebook. Well, I don't know if you saw it or not with the Inspire 2.
Yes,
with the rolls of toilet paper.
Yes,
coming to the rescue.
Yes, I actually did see that. I thought it was really funny because I had saw a picture also of Arnold Schwarzenegger remember when he played the movie Commando?
Mm-hmm. Big toilet
paper. But had Arnold Schwarzenegger with a 12-pack roll of toilet paper on a bazooka shoot or something to that effect. So it looked like it could launch all 12. It looked like a multi-rocket launcher.
Well, I got a good story for you guys. As some of you know, my wife used to work for Sears. Of course, Sears that she was a manager at closed down. And one of the things that they do was a liquidation sale, and they sell everything. I mean, everything. And this was back in January. I think there was like a pallet of toilet paper that she bought, and I was like, $5. Okay, why not? Sure. Then this happened. We didn't go out and hoard toilet paper. She just happened to get a really good deal back in January.
Hey, Lynn, thanks for that article. I'm going to check that out. She posted an article about how the EU is saying to hell with Italy. And I find this kind of hard because that's supposed to be the religious country with the Pope and everything there. So you would figure if you wanted to shit on somebody, try any place other than Italy where
And
the
they
Pope
got
is.
that monster over there right now.
Don't make the Pope stand up and backslap you.
250 lost over 24 hours, man.
Adrian Lee, greetings from the islands down.
Adrian,
What's up, man?
Well,
How are you, Adrian?
you know,
But anyway,
it's getting crazy.
it is getting crazy because they want to shut down schools. They don't want to shut down schools. I'm going to tell you right now. Right now is the best time to travel on New York City subway system. You know why? Everybody's
Nobody's there.
sitting. Everybody's sitting 3 to 10 feet away from it, 3 to 6 feet away from each other.
Lawrence, you got to see them over at the gym. I take Jalen over to the gym for him to play basketball, and they're spraying and wiping and spraying everything constantly. My sister goes, "Don't take him over there. All the other kids touching the ball." I'm like, there isn't anyone here. He's playing by himself.
Wow.
All right, I got a news break for you guys. The coronavirus task force in Washington, D.C. is holding a press conference right now. 20,000 people watching live.
The task
So,
force.
If we don't have a big crowd here.
Speaking about 20,000 people, I wanted to put some numbers up there. And the views and opinions that are heard tonight are not necessarily the views and opinions of everyone on the panel tonight. But I wanted to put this disclaimer out there. I am in no way, shape, or form disgracing or dissing the AMA. I am for the AMA. I just want to mention some numbers that I heard that were very disappointing to me. At present day, Paul can't help himself. He just can't.
Was doing an eye test or something. He was going like this and looking in the camera.
Well, anyway, getting back to what I was saying, the AMA has higher than this number, but I'm going to go with 240,000 members across the United States. And the comments that were left on that save the NPRM and you know, stop the NPRM and all those comments and stuff that we left. Well, anyway, the magic number came up to 54,000. And my problem is, out of 240,000 AMA members across the United States, we couldn't get 100,000 signatures and or comments. And I'm going to leave the comment at that. I'm still for the AMA. I'm actually going to join the AMA next month, but I'm really, really disappointed in that. That's all I'll say. And that's all I'll talk about.
Okay.
I said that as nicely as I freaking could.
I do know that I've heard that the amount of people who did respond and leave a comment is
half of them couldn't spell cat if you gave them the C and T.
Well, I don't know, but I know it was 1/5 of the AMA's membership. So
yes, and they bet the majority of comments were not even AMA members. In fact, Night Train, I don't know how true that is, but I would tend to believe that as well.
My AMA has always felt like they were excluded from any rules.
My only issue is this could hurt the AMA more than it can hurt everyone else, because the AMA, they're losing field.
I agree with that one.
Huh?
What Night Train is saying.
What
Night Train said about the AMA members.
Oh, the members' commerce. Yeah. What's up, Cool Bick?
Hey,
Cool Bick in the house.
Hey, brother Paul. What's up?
Hey, how you
Doc?
doing?
I'm good, man. How's everybody?
Well, we're doing good. Herman's already gone through his eye test for the night.
Okay. Brother Curtis Dart, what it look like?
Not looking too good out here, man. Not looking too good.
Paul, you looking good, bro. I like the color in your face, brother. Good to see you back on your feet, man.
That's what I told him. I said, last time I saw you, you were on death's bed, because he says what he not literally, but he says that he ate something. He says, I'm cold, and his lip was shivering. And we're like, yo, he says, I got a fever of 106 and all of this. And he said, I don't know if you remember this, Paul, because after 103, you get delirious. But he said to me and Herman, I think this is it, guys.
I don't remember.
And then I hear the next morning he's on Roger's show talking crap like nothing happened the night before.
Yeah.
Serious?
Yeah, all of a sudden about
24 hours we got out.
Midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, the fever broke, and and I started to feel better. So
You
I
mean
went
you
back
finished
and tried-
discharging that
Now, how much of
poison?
that? How much of that Corona toilet paper did you go through discharge?
Oh.
Well, anyway, I'm glad you're feeling better, Paul.
That toilet
Yeah.
paper does not cure the coronavirus. Stop
Well,
hoarding.
Lynn, I called Lynn and told her how I was feeling, and she was bound determined that I was gonna get my ass to the doctors. And
Okay.
Well,
That made
I'm
you feel
glad
better?
because I actually hit her up in the chat. You had disappeared. You went black. It was like Paul was there. He was like, he got his blanket. He's like, I can't walk to get the blanket. He sounded like Captain Kirk. You know, he's like, must get to the blanket. Then he came back and he's sitting there. He was shivering and shaking. And then he just went, he was gone. And at the time, I think Lynn was on the phone with you. So I don't, that's actually good.
He just did the hand wave and he faded to black.
yeah,
He's
fade
gone.
to black.
There you go.
I'm trying to
Just
find,
like Ben Kenobi and Luke Skywalker. Huh?
Well, I thought at one point I did see the light, so
you know, Paul, when
but I
you
couldn't
told,
walk.
when you told Herman and I think this is it, guys.
Yeah, out of the bus.
We can laugh now. We can laugh now at it, but we were really concerned, Paul, because
Well, thank you guys.
you were going, you were.
I didn't mean to put you through that. I promise I won't eat any really old stuff out of my freezer anymore.
Because even Roger said he called you.
Yep.
Lynn
Yeah,
said
yeah,
so
yeah.
she just had to listen to him retch and moan.
Like most men do, right, Lynn? Even if they get, even if they have a head cold, right? Oh, my head's exploding, But Paul, like I said, we can laugh at that now. But that I'm glad you're feeling better because I was
thank
really
you.
concerned
Thank
for
you.
you, especially when you went black. I don't know if you just passed out and hit the keyboard and the computer died or what.
I don't remember any of that. So.
Last I remember seeing you was on the phone like this, and you muted, you put it on speaker, and you were like, so I guess Lynn was saying, get your ass to the hospital. And you went like this one time, and then you sat back like, yes, mother. Because you just kind of like relaxed, and then you went dead. That was it, man.
Now, Lynn, you don't need to talk about my voicemail.
Oh, wait a minute. What is this voicemail stuff? Lynn, send it to me. I can put it on here.
No, Lenny.
No.
She left you some night, but I did save his voicemail. See, Lynn? Lynn, we're gonna have to pull it up at some time and point. If
Lenny?
Paul ever becomes rich and doesn't let us in the backstage, we'll use that against him in
You're
court.
saying that Lynn's got audio of Paul half dead?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh man, you gotta send it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
priceless.
you gotta send that to one of us, Lynn.
Put it in the video.
I
What a soundbite.
have no knowledge of or any recollection.
Because after 103 degrees Fahrenheit, you get delirious.
I don't even remember. I think I was talking to her in the bathroom, but I don't remember much about it.
Well, I don't know how you got from
Well,
there to the bathroom.
all I know is
your
that
screen
Paul-
was dead, but it must have been kind of
I
funny.
said, Paul, you need to
Habit
see a
eating
doctor. He
expired.
don't want to go
She
because he
says
knows.
Paul has a habit of eating expired and rotten food. What are you trying to get in the Guinness Book of World Record? What?
See,
It's
somewhere
food.
he heard that fermented stuff is good for your gut.
Yeah, you just scrape the bad stuff off the top,
For 50 minutes. Paul, you got to cut it out. I told you earlier before the live stream, you're not 26 no more.
I know.
At 26, you can go into Buffalo Wings and order their hottest wings they have on the menu and eat all of them without throwing up.
Oh,
You know
no.
what happens if I try to eat buffalo wings that are too hot? Automatically, my body starts dry heaving. I used to love spicy foods. I used to actually make my own hot sauce. Okay, now if it's too hot, my body will just no. You're not putting that down here. So
did you guys go flying today or what?
yeah, we did.
that's
Me and Big John. Big John went to fly FPV, And then we went live from the park, and Herman had hit me up earlier during the morning because we were saying, can you believe Paul went live this early in the morning, in the damn morning? And then he said, if the weather changes, what's up, Chris Hope? If the weather changes, he would actually come over and come over to the park. So he came through, and Cool Bick Ray came through as well. So they flew their DJI birds while John and I flew FPV. Oh, Lynn saw us too. Okay. But John's funny, Herman.
Mm-hmm.
He's a great character. If you put John with Philly Drone Life, they would probably go viral. The problem is they're both narcissists. So I could see them both fighting over the mic.
Yep. That'd make a neat wrestling match.
This is true too. But John Drips FPV, aka Big John, thank you for those rates for the bird. I can do a lot more with it. I'm very, very comfortable with those settings. So I think I'm going to leave everything the way it is right there.
Hey, Lawrence, I don't know if you remember Madanet.
Yeah.
The people who do the Madanet, was it M2 or whatever that drone is that UPS is using right now?
Yeah.
And I told you guys that they have they're offering to the people who are using their system. They have a field repair and servicing for their equipment.
Right.
Well, now these guys don't have to put the drone on the floor or on the ground, whatever, to take off now. Madanet has a new launching station for them that loads the drone, and it looks sort of like a clamshell.
Okay.
Or like an oyster, whatever you want to call it. It opens up at the top like this, and the drone comes out. It takes off. They can be mounted on a rooftop or on the ground, and you load the payload into it, and then it loads the payload into the drone itself.
Okay.
So it's a nice looking little system that they got for Matternet. Matternet's moving in the direction that they need to move in. Too bad they're not delivering anything other than on those college campuses and at the hospital.
Okay. All right, that's interesting. I just posted that we're live. So you might hear a little.
We're live.
Yeah. I just posted in those guys group that we were. Anyway, Ray, Roger says what's up. Oh, Ray's off camera.
Hey, Roger.
But today was a good day to fly FPV. I only chipped one prop, but I did crash about 6 or 7 times. But
the new one or the old one?
Huh?
The new one? Okay.
The new one. But it was trying things that I should have been a lot higher to try.
I just want to qualify what Roger is commenting on there. It said, did you have a good sleep? I did the 5 o'clock show this morning, and then I went on Roger's show right afterwards.
4:30, Roger. 4:30.
And about 10 o'clock or 10:30-ish, I almost passed out again, and I finally had to get off the show and go to lay down because I was doing that.
As long as you don't fall off the stool, it's all right.
Right. Because then if your dog has to get on cam and say, call 911.
Yeah.
That may
Jumping up and down in the camera.
right?
While you laying on the floor.
Yeah, so until she knocks the camera down and shows you face down like this.
And here, all you can hear is,
Oh no, wait a minute. Just heard in New York, all of them. All schools in New York City are closed this week. They just announced it on the news. So now what's going to happen is the carriers that were in school carrying amongst themselves will be able to bring it home and spread it along the streets.
I might want to correct you on that. I don't believe I could be wrong, but I don't believe there's any cases of anybody under the age of 18 showing the coronavirus.
You don't believe what?
I don't believe anybody, as far as I know, worldwide, the CDC has reported that nobody under the age of 18 is carrying the coronavirus.
Here in
quote me.
New Jersey, don't quote me on this, not either New Jersey, it's got to be Jersey, but somewhere here on the East Coast, a 12-year-old boy has been diagnosed with it, but he has other sidelining issues. And it seems to be affecting people.
Seems that most of the people who are having issues with this have other respiratory issues.
Right. The first New Yorker that just died, she had emphysema. And she died yesterday or the day before.
The folks that are healthy are just going to be sick. That's it. You're going to recover and life's going to go on. It's the folks that have pre-existing conditions that are going to be an issue. Novice, that's the very first person I've ever heard of that was under the age of 18 that had it.
Yeah, it's a 12-year-old boy. And in fact,
what was Roger saying?
Let me look for some news. Hold on. Let me send Centroid an invite in case he wants to come in.
See, Roger said a kid in Quebec also has.
Okay. All right.
It's well.
I wonder if he's got asthma or something.
Every kid so far the only kid that I heard had an underlying issue. So what it was, they didn't go into detail, but he also had some health issue, respiratory issues.
Just like a lot of other colds out there, Centroid, and viruses that people spread.
But I do have some news, and Logan Carpenter sent this to me on Messenger. But let me copy the link. Centroid, I sent you a link if you want to come in. On Drone DJ, some group of guys that were doing some kind of surveillance testing for the Coast Guard lost a $26,000 Matrice 210 drone.
Okay.
And it says the $26,000 DJ Matrice, because they don't say DJI, they call it a DJ Matrice 210, was lost in the ocean near Mansonboro Inlet, North Carolina last week during a joint training exercise. Now, it had the ZenMoose X-T2 thermal camera unit and the ZenMoose Z30 zoom camera. And it was nearly a mile offshore and high winds.
Mm-hmm.
This was totally pilot error. And I will put the link here so you can read the rest of the story in detail later. But they go on to say, instead of trying to land a DJI Matrice 210 on a participating boat, Sullivan said that the safer option was to ditch the expensive unmanned aircraft into the ocean. Now, it also goes on to say we were going to have to opt out protocols. Hold on, that's not what I wanted to read. Here it is. Once he identified that there was no way to get back to place the safety ditch, he decided to ditch it in the water at 22 feet above the water. Now, I had no idea, but the bird, these Matrice 210s have a lifespan, a flight time of 14 minutes. Now, the guy goes, Pender EMS and Chief Woody Sullivan said that the drone's battery would be good for 14 minutes. But on its way to shore, the drone had to battle 15-mile-per-hour headwinds, which means they went out. No one calculated for time for it to come back. The bird went down in 14 minutes. Now, pilot error or not, does that sound like pilot error? Because if you have a 14-minute flight time, and the bird went down in 14 minutes, somebody screwed up and didn't know what the hell they were doing.
Well, based upon how these drones operate,
BK,
and the interface on the
what's up?
The apps and stuff like that, I would have a tendency to believe that maybe they interfered with certain settings because the drone would have returned to home on its own when it was within its time period of being able to get back safely.
What's up, Courtney Darlington? Now,
I don't know. I wasn't there.
That X30 camera cost $4,000. Jeez.
I didn't see what was going on.
4,000.
What happened?
4,000.
That particular camera, 4,000, and that the FLIR thermal imaging would probably be another 10 to 12,000.
Breaking news! They just during the mayor's back on TV again, and he's saying that they may be closing school until April.
His arm is being twisted
until April 20th.
The teachers union
Keep your
And the
eye on it,
parents-
because what they did wrong here in Michigan is they closed the schools here too, but they didn't close preschool
Mhm.
or child care facilities. So
Right.
those little kids got older brothers and sisters. Let's take it back home again. You know, just swish it around.
Yeah, switch it around a little bit.
Switch it
Okay,
around.
my daughter's
Yeah.
laughing hysterically now, but now this fool, the mayor's on TV saying they may have to finish the rest of the year out with no school. You can
Yo,
dance
dude,
all you want. There's
Do not
homeschooling.
interfere with my practices.
That's right.
That's going to mess up your football season.
No, it's gonna mess up them other dudes' football season.
Oh, yeah, because you guys are going to still be getting it in.
It's gonna mess up them other guys' football season. We winning this year again.
Now, Ray, I saw you earlier and you're
Yeah.
ready to fly. And I've been wanting to ask you this one question. How are you handling the basketball thing, man?
You know, it's
'Cause
hard.
I know you're a basketball fan, and
Yo,
now there's no basketball.
Listen, I've been watching old NCAA championships, Kobe Bryant championships, old Laker games, Boston Celtics, Lakers, Pistons in Chicago. Like, that's what I've been just watching. I got mad
You
footage.
got
of
to
all
get that fixed, right?
You
Yeah,
said
I
you've been
think
watching
I-
so much. You think Magic Johnson's still in the league?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Like, I'm watching, like Kobe, my man Kobe, God bless him. He's still here, bro. Like, he's still doing his thing. This was watching him and Shaq fighting on the court. Like,
Oh,
you know.
Courtney Darling, what's up, explicit? Courtney Darlington says that he's flying as we speak now. That's good.
Yeah, I'm
That's
going
what's
out
up.
like about another 40 minutes before that
It's still
sun goes.
nice out.
Yeah,
It's
that
still,
sun is
it's
perfect right
doing.
now.
it's still real nice out. But I thought I would put
windy
that
over in East
story out.
New York though.
What happened?
When I was over by Gershwin, it got kind of windy over there.
It was just starting to get a little windy when I got off the train. But of course, as soon as I walk into the gate of my house, the wind stops. Which is explicit's uploading a video. I do have some footage from today also, but I'm not going to upload it until maybe later on or have it launched tomorrow morning.
According
But
to UAV, this is a good time to fly.
according to UAV, let's look at UAV. Oh God, man, they're gonna be out of school this long?
Cramping your style.
Wow. Y'all cramping my style. They cramping my style, man.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. It is good to go. Green across the board for UAV. 19. It's only 9 miles per hour, gusting to 19.
Herman,
That's
it was,
nice.
it was supposed to did that earlier, Herman, but it changed on us.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's all right.
How was flying the drones over there once you cleared the
Damn
the valley?
pigeons.
Oh, yeah.
It's like 3 pigeon coops over there.
Explicit says he flew a park with his wife and kids.
I've
Yeah,
tried
over a
that.
month, dude. Real talk. Online courses, Big Mac. I'm about to go to the Department of Education and find out what they plan on doing about this. Because she can't stay home and not learn nothing.
Here
Sure,
comes another one.
If I gotta pull out the old needle and thread, she gonna learn something. Damn it,
Yo, Lawrence, you know what you can do?
huh?
You could do what my grandfather used to do to us. Stack the books on the table. You choose one.
Stack them on the table. What's up, Justin?
You choose one.
And start with one,
Got
right?
food.
Oh, Justin's got
You got food.
I found a
Pass it
place that
around,
had
bro.
food that's filled with food.
Oh, you found a place that's filled with food
Yeah.
and bags. Well, they got plenty of bags. There's just no food.
Nah, this supermarket is filled with food, surprisingly.
It
Yo,
must be expensive.
wow.
Either that or us in the educated section of town.
Well, all I know is I need to come up with some kind of plan for school now.
Oh yeah, I heard they
Yes.
closed NYC schools now.
Yes, they did. They're talking about until April 20th so far.
Well,
And
the
if not
teacher's
April
in the
20th,
house now.
until now they're
So, Mark-
doubling up and saying
Or-
maybe until the end of the year.
Well, you know what though?
What's up, Mark?
They got a lot of pressure from the
Am I
teachers
in the right
union.
place?
Yeah, he brought his dropping
Am I-
a shot.
Am I in the right place?
Uh-oh.
Yes.
There you go.
Woo!
You don't got nowhere to go.
Stop, you're gonna get the other two drunks involved.
Hey, you
I'm not
missed
going to
you
work
missed your
tomorrow.
What do you mean
5:30.
other two?
You and Justin.
Lawrence, you
gee.
missed your 5:30.
Gee, thanks.
What's my 5:30?
That's your
Every
5:30.
half hour, shot and a drop.
Well, I'm not
Well, I'll have to
doing
do
no shot
two
and a
shots
drop
then.
until 7:00.
If it makes you feel any better, Long Island schools don't go back into the 27th.
No, Dustin, but now they're talking about till the end of the year.
What?
Well,
Yes.
for
If
anybody
it
who
gets
does,
to that.
if anybody doesn't know, the governor has waived the 180-day minimum for credit and such. So if a district chooses not to resume, students they're not left back, and they don't have to make up the time.
But that also means they don't learn anything.
This is
But now,
We're
unless they make us
Oh.
teach online courses, but that's going to be an interesting
Hold on.
situation.
How does that work, Central? So if they miss the rest of the school year, it doesn't affect them
They move
until
forward.
They
the
push
next.
the way I would assume, this is just my
Yes.
assumption. The way
He's like,
so the way I would assume it is they're being moved on would be dependent upon how they were doing at this present time.
Hey, Paul, you got to remember.
so in other words, if your child was passing, like my daughter's passing now, then she will advance ahead.
Yeah.
What about the
That's-
dude that sits there and said, like Mr. Crawley, I went to school, I take up space.
That's the guy that I'm cheering for because some of them make good ball players. And see,
Yep, there you
trouble
go.
is right now to make sure that they're eligible for this next season.
There's
You gotta
summer
make
school.
sure that they're on
There's
point.
always summer school.
Okay, explicit.
Iris is open.
Herman's
Iris
working with a specific kind of intelligence.
Go
A
forward.
specific mindset.
Him.
Yes.
That's
No,
all
just
I
a
need.
specific
Go
mind
forward,
or lack
him.
thereof.
Herman, is it safe to say you've got your eye on some certain students?
Yes, chase ball. Go get.
They're called cavemen.
All the kids with the D+.
Uh-huh. I can see Herman now. Ball, run.
Get.
Well, all I can tell you is that if this was going on when I was in high school, I would have rather gone to school because my parents would have list upon list of things for me to be doing while I was.
Oh, dude.
yeah.
Cleaning
Oh, yeah.
radiators, weeding.
Has it
and-
out now.
Oh, God, it'd be awful. It would be freaking
Yeah,
awful.
it would. Same for me. It would have been cleaning the house. It would have been.
Oh yeah.
And
My mom would have tried to teach me stuff that has nothing to do with anything, but she feels it's important for me to know this stuff, and she'd pull out a book from the 1920s, and
Yeah.
we're going to
And-
study this.
And the payback is your electric bill going up,
Yeah.
food gonna be gone, so it's gonna
Oh,
cost you either way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and you'd be cleaning things like under the fridge, all the areas
shit,
nobody
yeah.
else cleans. All the
Listen.
areas. They'd find every crevice for you to get into.
I'm going
Because
out
when they're
tomorrow
at
morning.
school, they come on, they just go to their room outside. Now they're
Hey,
home
Ray.
all day.
Hey, Ray, I'm going out tomorrow morning. I'm getting some galvanized gloves that go up to the elbow, and we going in.
That's
There
it.
you go. That's the
Yeah.
spirit.
Set it off right.
That's how
It
you do it. Teach
sounded
you how to
like-
get the trap.
It sounded like your daughter was a little too
Yeah.
excited about not having.
That's right. That's
Couldn't
right,
Harold
Herman.
be-
Teach
yeah.
her what's behind this door.
Teach you
Right?
how to get the trap.
Yep.
Now, as it stands right now, I supposedly have to go in for this week, and our county. said
Excuse
that
me one
school-
second. I'll be right back.
School is supposedly going to be ending as of this Friday,
Mm-hmm.
and there's also rumor that they're still going to make teachers report regardless.
Wow.
So
That's what they're doing up here. So it,
it is what
Yeah.
it is. I don't care one way or the other, but
Exactly.
Well, we got some schools here in the city that some of the parents are paying for these educations, these private schools. They've already taken their kids out and taken them to
Yep.
other places and said we'll come back when the coronavirus is over.
yeah, well, that's it.
yeah,
you
Boys
know,
and Clubs of America,
and
Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding, well, I don't really care. I like what I do, so I don't care if they make me do online teaching. But the issue is going to come, especially with unions, if they start to make high school teachers teach online courses. But then teachers like phys ed teachers and anybody who's got a lab, things where you wind up not being able to teach online, so you kind of don't teach. Meanwhile, they're going to make other people teach online. That's going to be a political issue with unions and stuff. I don't care. I'll do it. I have no problem. I'm already getting ready to teach online if I have to. So, but
I can
yeah.
imagine that.
I got 2 laptops that I got. I'm gonna get Matt to do a third one just to give to 3 kids that I know they don't have none, but these
Yeah.
are good kids, man. They're gonna need that, man. So I'm just
Yeah.
gonna just give them these laptops, man, so they can get online and do their classes, man.
In fact, I may spring for the Zoom thing because I'll be able to teach kids. I'll just drop a link in Google Classroom and I'll be able to teach them online.
Yeah,
no
that'll be
problem.
awesome right there, Mark. That's also good right there.
I keep hearing that too up here, that they're going to be using Zoom exclusively for online classes.
Well, maybe I'll get an educator's discount, huh?
Yeah. Well, no, you could. And in fact,
Yeah.
you know, contact them and say, hey, I am a teacher, and they'll probably just give it to you.
Yeah.
They
There
might
we
just
go.
give it to them, yeah.
So out of curiosity, have you guys been receiving these emails from different companies that you deal with, whether it be like, for me, it was like HostGator,
Every
JCPenney,
day,
Yeah.
Petco, everything.
how they're, I'm thinking, you know, HostGator, it's a company that hosts my website.
Mhm.
Why do I need to know what they're doing to protect me?
Yes. Yeah.
They're not doing anything to protect me. It's like,
Yeah,
right.
they're trying to protect you so you be good so you can keep spending money. That's what they want to protect. Are you okay? Yeah.
I don't get any emails, and there's only one company I wish I would get an email from. That's Get FPV, because I'm still waiting my freaking Crossfire crap.
Oh, wow.
But that ain't coming. It's coming from China. Although they said that shipping is starting to resume. It's about 80% capacity now. So we'll see.
Hey guys, Mayor de Blasio is getting really crazy with this now. He just said we are now canceling all non-essential surgeries. Now, if it's something major you have to, then they're going to do the surgery. If it's not major, you may have to live with that ulcer or that tumor.
What, you mean I
inside.
can't? You mean I can't get my nose job this week?
No, that's
shit.
cosmetic. You got to wait till next year.
Damn. Damn it.
Well, an ulcer or a tumor is
Adrian
not something you
Mateo,
can
what's
keep
good, brother?
putting off till they feel that it's a good time.
Oh, now here's my question. All right. Now, I understand that kids that are doing well in school will be graduating onto the next year, and the kids that are not doing too well might still make it along with that group also, or
They might.
will. But how are the kids that are skipping all their schoolwork, and this is coming from a former substitute teacher, how the kids that are missing all the year, all of this work that was supposed to prep them for next year, they're going to get thrown to the wolves.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, only from a high school perspective. If I go back to school this week and teach the students, we only have 2 weeks before spring break, and then spring break. At that point, I'm not going to lie to you. There's really not much
The
new
year's
going
over
on.
with already.
No,
You're
exactly.
getting into reviewing, and you're getting ready for final exams. So it'd be different if they were losing a complete half a year. But with all the breaks and everything going on, because I don't know if people realize that spring break counts as one of the 10 weeks for the last quarter. Finals week counts as one of the 10 weeks for the final quarter. There's a lot of time off that they don't have contact time anyway. So they're going to miss stuff, but it's not going to be super critical.
But my daughter don't know that. I could say the teacher sent it.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, see, that's the thing. My daughter's school sent a month worth of work with her home on Friday.
They've been doing 3 weeks a month. Yeah, they've been doing that all week.
You also could
Like that like button, guys.
You also could have doing some conditioning exercises for Lawrence.
Listen, she needs to
Having her running
participate
around the
in
block.
gym. So gym will be
There you go.
something in the yard or jogging around the block or something.
There you go. Hey, there you go, Novice. You're going to get right into homeschooling, aren't you?
She's feeling threatened now. She's like, he thinks I'm gonna exercise outside.
you gotta tell her, have her watch this. We'll give her an earful of what it would have been like if we got.
Lawrence gonna have her doing
They don't
burpees
watch
in
my
the yard.
she don't watch my live streams. I don't have to worry about it.
Oh, but she should hear what the potential is for her.
I don't know. She's home now. She might.
Yeah.
Nah, they won't.
Herman's right.
That's why I talk about them on the live stream, because I know they're not gonna watch.
So Justin, what's good, man? How's your wife and daughter? You said they have asthma, and
Well, my daughter is out somewhere with the grandparents. My wife actually had to fly to Florida,
oh, get out.
so I actually dropped her today, and she's in Florida now.
Okay, all right. Well, so it's just you and so bachelor life. Shot in the drop. No, let me stop.
Okay.
What?
He's gonna be laying there.
It's already ready.
The daughter gonna be nudging him.
Get me all excited.
Hey,
I can see now. Daddy, it's too early to go to sleep. Feet on the ground. How are you, mate? What's up? Rob from Australia. Anyway, it's 11 minutes too. We'll do a drop on the hour, I'm figuring. So, Mark, what's happening in your side of New York? I mean, I think
Well,
we just found out they're shutting
Yeah.
the schools down, but
Well, same thing as you, just a week later, we're getting that delay. I mean, we have a couple cases around us, but nothing confirmed in our district. But
I can literally go outside in the front yard and look to my right and see the hospital where they have someone quarantined.
yeah,
Now, on top of it, them having him quarantined there, I found out from someone whose daughter works in the hospital, the guy tried to escape the hospital. So now they have him under police arrest because he was insisting that they have to let him go. And the police are saying because you're a contagion, you cannot be released into the streets, and the hospital
easy.
has the right to lock you in
Just
because
tase
you're contagious. So now he has a policeman outside the door,
oh
and
Jesus,
they've moved him up to the 11th floor, which is the highest floor in the building. And if you want to escape, there's the windows don't open. He's going to get past the police out his door and a
That's
policeman
easy.
on the elevator.
yeah,
Just
No.
come out coughing
yeah,
and
No.
hacking. The
Yeah.
cop will move.
yeah, right. Well, now obviously you guys heard about it. I think it was out of New York City to get the couple or the guy that flew from New York down to Florida and then announced when he got there. Oh yeah, by the way,
He
I have
got
her
banned for JetBlue for life.
Yeah, JetBlue banned him for life. I mean, talk about real low down, dirty move right there. Oh, but yeah, by the way, I have Corona.
They should have just tased him at the gate.
Exactly.
Listen, I was mentioning earlier how I was going to fly.
Leave him on the
And-
floor breakdancing.
When you get on the train,
The worm.
can you do that again, Herman? So I
Just
get
leave
a
him on the floor
snapshot.
like that breakdancing while we tase him. You never see how they be all twisted up? Oh! When they get tased.
Well, it'll be kind of interesting in the next few days because I know I'll drive my daughter crazy by the second day. Because I'd have to wake her up anyway. You hear that, Kyla? Just for good old time's sake, I'm gonna wake you up at 5 tomorrow, 5:30. You should have told her till tomorrow. You should have made her get up. My wife said she wasn't gonna tell my daughter until tomorrow. Her whole group chat. They're on the phone. They're all celebrating.
Is she like dancing in her room right now? About
They all
this?
trying to meet up and go somewhere and hang out. Look at it.
Yeah.
in a crowd.
They need to meet up and get a job.
There you go.
He said they all need to meet up and find a new place to live.
Where they can all contaminate each other over and over. Well, all I know, what the hell? My phone's going off here. And here, doom, doom. Oh, Herman Green posted.
Yeah,
Okay.
101. Yeah, he yelling right now.
All right. That's how you do it, Herman. Thank you very much for advertising. Oh, this is the toilet paper. I love this. They play the A-Team music to it. Hold on. Now, since he posted it, I should be able to play it here. Hold on a second. Let me find it.
I think I have the best one so far.
It is. Oh, you know what's messed
No,
up?
I have a better one.
Maybe you guys can answer this. For some reason, Facebook on my computer has no freaking audio. And I don't know what.
Justin, why you might have that problem.
Huh?
So you ask Justin why you might have that problem.
Justin?
You gotta click the microphone to turn on the audio.
That's it, Lawrence. Click the
Justin?
microphone.
Justin?
Oh no. Xbox servers is down. That's no good.
Xbox. No X. Oh, now it's getting really bad. We got to do something about this crap. Xbox is offline.
Now it's bad.
The multiplayer servers are down.
Xbox servers are down.
Of the world as we know it.
Are you serious?
Yep.
How long have they been offline?
It says the past 19 minutes, I think.
Oh, it better be back online after 7 p.m. tonight. I know that.
All right, so here, I think this is the funniest video I saw so far. So you see this button, Lawrence? You got to click on that when you play the video.
Dude, stop it. Stop it.
Hold on, watch this.
Oh, is this like with the Purell?
John?
Oh, the guy. Oh, they're selling toilet paper.
John?
Not
They
seen
said
the
all the
guy
drug
selling
dealers are
squirts
selling.
of Purell.
They said the drug dealers are selling Purell and toilet paper now.
The guy sold a girl a couple of squirts of Purell in her hand.
Oh Jesus. Oh jeez, look at the money.
Oh man, it's not even monopoly money.
I know, right? Look like a couple of G's for toilet.
Two rolls. Oh,
and
one
some
roll of
Purell.
bottle of Purell.
Oh, that's a deal then. That's a deal. I thought it was just toilet paper.
That's funny.
I thought it was just the toilet paper.
Hey, Logan Carpenter, thanks for that link, brother. I appreciate it very much. We did go into detail about that $26,000 drone, poor drone abuse, the abuse. Now, my thing is, how experienced were those pilots that well, I take it back. Living in New York, you get to see a lot, but if the tailwind was at your back, who was the PIC? That's what I want to know. Who was the pilot in charge of that act? Because the Three Stooges could have flew a drone better than that.
And that has two controllers.
Exactly. Now they were practicing for search and rescue missions and they lost it. But the guy did go into detail and say that they have flown 265 practice missions with this drone, and each of them were under different conditions. So
Those same guys?
Those same guys that lost the drone. Now,
This is the Matrice you're talking about?
Instead of landing on a boat,
How you gonna land that on the boat, though? I want to know that.
Listen, all I know is I would have told him, get the hell off deck. I'm coming in. Hot.
Right. Oh, come on. You're gonna
coming in hot.
You're just gonna hand catch the Matrice, aren't you?
Right.
Well, in my mind, here's what my mind isn't the greatest, but in my mind, if you're going to practice, why are you doing it over water?
Search and rescue.
Search and rescue, Paul.
If you don't know what you're doing, you shouldn't be out over water.
You can practice search and rescue over land.
This is true, Paul, which is what I don't understand why people who can't swim, but this is what I don't understand. People who can't swim go on speedboats.
Yeah, right. Paul, maybe they were looking for fish sticks, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Or shrimp.
Or gray shrimp, right?
Gray shrimp.
Or oysters or whatever the hell stuff you had planned.
In fact, what was that you had the other night so I can make sure not to buy it?
Fish sticks.
It was.
The
You're
chicken.
talking about the fish
you said it
sticks,
was
or
some
you're
kind of
talking
chicken.
about the chicken?
Yeah. What is the brand and name? So I know to stay
That's
away
not the
from.
brand's name or the brand's fault. Let's be honest.
No, it's not the brand fault.
It's the little
Storage.
brand that's on it. That
I was
says,
trying to help you out, Paul, but you
says
just
used by. That's
you
the
just
little
blew-
brand.
No.
Paul sees the use by
confuses
date.
the use by date as the store by date.
You know what? Paul buys an item, he puts it away for a year or two, and then when he takes it out, he rubs the use by date off, so that makes it good again.
Paul, he admitted the use by date to him is more of a suggestion.
Exactly. That's what he said. Yeah.
Suggestion.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and
I
that
mean, 'cause
chicken
it's like-
suggested your ass be on the toilet too.
Yeah, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, it's okay.
Hello, Lynn. How are you?
The other mistake I made is that Mia's usually always looking for a table scrap or two. She didn't want any part of it. She took off and ran.
They don't want none.
Listen, Lynn
Not
did
worth
her
it.
job. She made sure you were still breathing and broke out. All right, let's get it in. Let's do this drop real quick.
Wait, drop and what?
Dropping a shot. There
I'm
you go.
not doing no shot.
I'll
You
take
know
the
what?
second
You
round.
know what? I'll take a drink with you.
All right, there you
Yeah,
go.
hold on a second.
Now you done started.
Yeah. Herman, are you ready for the shot, buddy?
All right, I'm
He's
back.
got his Pepsi.
I'm back.
I got my coffee.
I got my cup. All right, you guys are ready?
Ray's getting ready. He's got to
Hold
put
on,
his earplugs
hold
in.
on. Wait for Ray.
You got-
Hey Herman, hold on.
Yeah.
Wait.
I'll be
wait.
going without you guys all show.
Yeah, I see that. You've been doing it the whole time, right? 6
What
o'clock
happens
shot
when
on
you-
this.
when you don't
shot
have to
on
go
a
anywhere
Sunday.
tomorrow.
All
got
week,
one
every
more
week.
minute. All right, one more minute.
We have less than a minute to do it, and then we can get in it. Drone Evolution, Xbox is working in Australia. As to
Everybody got
why
their
not
beverage?
do it.
Kind of far to go to
Good.
play.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a good thing I'm in Australia then, huh?
You ready, Ray?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, all right. Sunday Nights with Those Guys, Shot in a Drop is sponsored by Those Guys. Had my cup backwards. All right, there we go.
Oh, Herman over here sipping out of a straw.
Hey, we don't include you, Curtis.
I got the sippy cup.
That's probably vitamin water or something, Curtis.
Yeah,
Oh, it's straight up coffee with Irish cream.
There you go.
Okay, all right,
That's the
that'll
same
work.
thing that Val had. No, that was Kahlua. My bad.
Ooh, Kahlua.
So, Justin, the wife is going to Florida. The daughter's at the grandparents' house. What's up?
What time
House party over
On
at
the way
Justin's?
I'll take the train down.
Drone party over at Justin's?
Hey, we gonna have a party. The 3D printer is going. I'm actually making a gun from a video game.
Uh-oh.
I'm like piecing it together.
Okay,
Uh-oh.
all right. I'm just saying,
Or
Justin,
this is what you gotta do when you inside the house.
listen, we can all go over there, go hang out by you, have a few shots, and they go, nope, never mind. The views and opinions that are heard tonight are not necessarily the views and opinions of everyone on the panel tonight.
Don't
Hey,
go fly
nobody's gonna
by
be
some
out.
high power lines.
Sky's the limit.
We got to get you over here, Paul. Even Mark can drive down a few hours.
I was gonna just take the train.
There you go.
Yeah. See,
Do you know what kind of hike that is for Paul?
That's a
oh,
hike.
yo, Ray.
Paul's got to save himself for Roger Palooza.
Hey,
What's
Ray.
up? What's up?
Courtney Darlington says Ray already crazy. He didn't need to drink.
Yo, Courtney, watch this out. Yeah, man.
Well, Ray, you do kind of go from 0 to 100 really quick, especially when that Parks Department guy came up to us when we were at Coney Island.
Yeah.
Now, first of all, this guy was only about 5'2", 5'3". I'm 6'3", and he had about 12 to 15 guys surround him to the point where his two people in his truck were debating whether they should get out and help him or not. Remember when we circled him?
Yeah.
And
Oh,
Ray,
Black
he
Jack.
said something, and Ray was like, hold up. I'm like, Ray, I got this. Ray's like, no, man, I was about to pull my badge out on him.
Yeah. So I said, I'll beat your boss up, yo. Go get him.
That was kind of funny.
Yeah, like, come on, bro. We've been coming out here for years.
Hold on. Oh,
But we're going to have to start educating all of them this summer. That's all. Not picking the fights with them. You know?
Big John says he would have came by and hung out, but him and his wife, what are the odds of someone and their wife having the same birthday?
Yeah.
And so him and his wife, Big John that drips FPV, and his wife are both celebrating their birthdays, which are on the same day.
Wicked.
I was a
Wow.
little
If
confused
that
about
wasn't-
was it John's birthday or was it her birthday? I didn't know.
It's both of theirs.
Both of them, yeah.
Yeah,
You
it's
see it in
both
his
of them.
post, yeah.
So that's I guess that's definitely meant they were meant to get together.
Right?
You can't forget her birthday. It's on your birthday. You know. Where did Justin go? To Hurl? He had a bag full of food and alcohol. He just disappeared. They're just gonna axe these things, that's all.
That's it.
Is his wedding anniversary on the same day too? That I don't know, Logan Carpenter. That I could not tell.
Both of them, yeah, they share the same wedding anniversary.
Yeah.
So, what's up, Mark? Mark looks like he's frozen. Justin,
No, I'm fine.
Paul, are you shopping?
I'm just waiting for another dropping a shot.
Speed up the clock, I'm up. Speed up the clock, I'm up.
Well,
Every
Mark,
5 minutes, right? Every 5
Yeah,
minutes.
there you go. Every 15 minutes.
We can turn this into a drinking game, you know.
Yeah.
Every time Paul eats a fish stick, we take a sip.
There you go.
no, don't say it.
No one can sustain that.
He may be tempted to go get more chicken.
I can go dig something. Oh, I didn't get
No,
rid
no,
of the chicken
no,
yet.
Don't go digging.
Oh, you didn't throw the chicken out?
Well, my trash is tomorrow. I was saving to put it in the trash for tomorrow, but if you guys want me to cook some up, I can.
No.
So you fix, so
No.
you figure,
Paul,
Oh,
there's
stop.
something wrong when you say you have to dig in your freezer.
yeah.
Oh,
You
he
have to
cleaned
use
it
the
out.
word- Yeah, when you use the word dig, something's wrong. Shouldn't
Well,
have
He
to
didn't
dig
say,
through
he
your
didn't,
freezer.
he didn't say chisel.
Well,
That's next. That's when he gets to the absolute bottom.
Paul, do you really have to dig in your freezer, dude?
well, yeah, because you got baskets and stuff, and
Hey, Paul,
But when you say dig, I expect a miner's cap and a
Yeah.
pickaxe,
exactly.
you know?
Hey, Paul, do you think Lynn's conserving her TP?
What happened?
I don't know. I don't know if Paul heard me. I don't know. Lynn, are you conserving your toilet paper? I know it's in high demand. I want to make sure that you have plenty.
Mhm.
You do use toilet paper in your home, right?
yeah, Roger.
You could use just about anything you want in your home.
That's true. Yes, you could. Yes, you could.
Hey,
Like you buy it to take it out in the street and use it.
True. Well, I don't know, because at one time I honestly thought my mom had everything in the world in her purse.
Right.
She did.
There was a time I seriously thought she had everything in the world in her purse.
She did.
Someone walked up to her. They couldn't open a bottle. She had a bottle opener. Someone's nose was bleeding. She had a small made tourniquet with Band-Aids. If you had diarrhea, headache, upset stomach, she had all of those medications. You needed an albuterol inhaler for asthma.
Did she have a taser?
She yeah.
My mother walked around with a taser when I was a kid, called the backhand.
Yeah, there you go. That'll knock you out.
Get it?
That'll make you do the break dancing on the ground.
Yeah.
As soon as you get that backhand, you get it straighten right up.
Who the hell knows when that's gonna be?
And the worst pain, other than the physical pain, was the freaking emotional. And
What is
pride that
Paul?
was shot right out of
Paul,
your head.
I hope you're not using that taser to heat up your chicken.
That's how he cooks.
I
his
mean,
fish sticks.
I just gotta ask.
that's how I get it out of the freezer.
You tase it?
Defroster.
Oh, God.
No, that's how he kills it when it comes back alive.
That's what
When
it
it's
is. You're
walking from the kitchen into the
Hey,
living room.
Mark, you
Yeah.
say he's reanimating it?
Yes. No, it's animated itself, but based on all the bacteria.
That's how he takes it
So he
out when
puts
it
it back
starts
down.
walking again.
Exactly.
It's the Franken chicken.
Yeah, it's freaking zombie chicken.
Hey, what's up, Ed?
The undead. Something's really bad when you have to re-kill your chicken.
Paul keeps it in the fridge, and then the chicken opens
That's
up.
true, right?
itself
You gotta
and
re-kill the chicken? That's scary. That's really scary.
Lynn, you got your hands full.
I know.
The governor's on now, aren't you?
They're closing
Paul-
schools,
Paul-
restaurants, and bars.
News.
There you go.
All right, it's decided the end of the world is here. They're closing schools, restaurants, and bars.
Uh-oh.
Which, by the way, speaking about bars, it brings me to the latest creation that they have out there for people to eat. I am convinced Kentucky Fried Chicken is trying to kill us. If you've seen their new dish, they have
Donuts.
Kentucky Fried Chicken has a glazed donut
Yeah.
No.
with
Two glazed donuts.
two
Yeah.
It's a bun.
two glazed donuts and a giant piece of fried chicken.
No, that Paula Dean did that a long time ago. She made a greasy
The best,
hamburger.
I had it 3 times already.
Paula Dean did that with a greasy cheeseburger. She used 2 glazed donuts instead of a bun, and that was, oh my god! I looked at that and I thought I was gonna have a heart attack just watching it.
Hold
Wow.
on a second. What'd you say,
Well,
Justin?
What did you say, Justin? You had 2 or 3
I had
already?
it 3 times already.
Oh,
That's just some greedy shit right there.
Justin, I understand the wife isn't there. But I do know you know how to cook.
Not today, but at work.
Oh.
Work was a little stressed out, so comfort food.
Hold on. Somebody help Justin. His blood might be moving real slow right
Viscosity is picked up.
trickling through.
He's got maple syrup running through his veins right now.
Hold on, check this pressure. He doesn't have any.
Like, what is it?
Got
There's
high
a-
test oil running through it now.
Uh,
On
all
a
I
cold,
can-
on a
I
cold
think there was
day.
one where you get like 2 pieces of chicken and 1 donut. I got the 4 pieces with the 2 donuts.
Whoop.
Cheat.
Okay, I heard of waffles and chicken. I had to get past that.
Oh,
Waffles
that's
and
good.
chicken.
I like waffles.
I did try it, and it was what they say, but the person has to know how to make the chicken well,
Yes.
because it's a combination of the chicken and the waffles.
Yeah, the waffles are not there to catch the grease that you don't cook the chicken well in. Let's be honest there. And if that's the case, yeah, you don't want it.
Yeah, let the grease just run down your arm if you can.
Yeah.
So how was it, Justin, since you've tried it? In fact, what are you eating now, man?
Probably the last piece.
He doesn't want to show you. It's the donut chicken sandwich.
Yo, that donut look like they painted it with white paint, bro. That's the amount of glaze that was on that thing.
Yeah.
I do have to say that the donut is like not
Soft.
overbearing. It's not glazed. It's like
Yeah, but dude, it has a coat of glaze on it, like acrylic.
Now, let me tell you something. My boy, a friend of mine who does photography for advertising, they paint that stuff. That's not even a donut. That's some foam with some other stuff on it, painted with some paint on it.
It's probably got Elmer's glue.
Yeah.
some company was using car oil on it to make it look glazed.
Oh Lord. Ugh.
Look,
Yeah,
I
but
don't know.
they do make it look good though.
You guys stop. It looks like Paul's getting hungry.
Uber
He's
Eats.
doing. He said we're talking about those donuts.
Paul's looking to see if he can order that through Grubhub.
If he can order it, right? From Grubhub.
Yeah. Grubhub, can you get me a glazed donut chicken sandwich, please?
But now here's how they advertise it. Well, Justin knows. Don't they have it in a bucket too, Justin?
It's in a plastic container. Like you getting like a 20 wings. That's how big the container.
Does it come with a shovel?
It comes with a little corner in it with extra glaze sauce for the donuts in it.
Oh my God, so you can put more glaze on it. Oh my God. Does it come with like gloves to wear on so because it'd be all sticky and whatnot? I mean, come on.
It comes with wet wipes.
At least.
See, that's
But you gotta look at the corner of the box. It comes with an insulin shot.
Prepackaged, prepackaged insulin. I love it.
it comes with an insulin shot.
Guarantee.
I'm done now.
No.
That's not good.
That was funny. That was funny.
That's not good.
Hey, I'm all set for the night right here.
Now, see, that you buy fresh.
Yeah.
Well,
This,
you ain't gonna let that go bad.
Herman mentioned that the other day. He's like, Paul will eat rotten food up the wazoo, but he makes sure them damn brownies are fresh.
They're fresh. They're delectable.
Because chocolate will kill you if it's stale.
Roger says it comes with 1 square piece of toilet
In New
paper.
York.
That's what
1
I'm talking
square?
about. 1 square. 1 square.
You
all
know
you
what
need,
it
man.
is, right?
All you need.
You know what it is, right? The brownies keep the plaque from building up in his arteries.
Hold on.
You know,
Hey, you guys, I'm telling you what. Mark has come up with a unique way to conserve
sorry,
our
Lynn.
toilet paper, and I think that if we ask him, he will demonstrate for you because he's got it right there.
Oh Lord,
He
I've seen this.
demonstrated it for
Now, I can't take credit
one
for
of the
it.
guys in
I was-
Spain.
This is actually an old military.
Yes, it's a military thing. I didn't come
Yeah.
up with it.
It's actually a legit thing.
toilet
It is.
paper?
It's yeah. Do you
What?
guys want to see
It's
it?
100% legit. They used to be trained. I remember my dad showing me this.
Yeah, it is. People think I'm joking, and no, I did not make it up. Use 1 piece of toilet paper. Phantom Flight 101. Herman, you've never seen this before.
It's how to use 1 piece of toilet paper over and over again.
Yeah, you take 1 piece, you fold it once into a triangle, right? You fold it 1 more time, right? So it looks like I'm going to get mathematical here. So it looks like an isosceles triangle, right? So you take the
Right.
here and you just kind of rip the little corner off. So when you open it,
You have a hole.
got a little hole. Put your finger in,
Oh,
do your thing, pinch, scrape, and even better, you can use the other side afterwards. But wait, there's more.
Wow.
The little corner that you ripped off is good for your fingernails. Clean that out there.
There you go.
There you go. And well, like I said, you can go ahead and turn it around, do it again the next time. One piece of paper, that's all you need. Sorry, Lynn, they made me do it.
And wash your hands like hell when you finish.
Wait, you have
Sorry,
to wash
I didn't want to become this
hey,
kind of person, but
Whoa. You have to wash your hands after?
I didn't want to become this person, but I have no choice.
You're selling,
He's weighing it out and putting it in a bag.
you're selling dime bags of toilet paper.
Well, I'm telling you, you can let me one square will go a long way. So I cannot
Yep.
take credit for that.
And they taught you guys that in the military.
Yep.
That's scary. That's really scary.
You know that don't work, right?
Have you tried it?
Not going to. Because that looks like something somebody invented when the toilet paper bust. When they bought the cheap 1-ply one.
Yeah, right.
And they
No, the
think it
one
went
ply
through.
you can use the other side of one ply.
But then if you eat those brownies like Paul's eating, that will definitely not work. Because it's gonna come out like pudding and you're not gonna
Well, that's when you also carry one of those plastic frosty spoons.
No, wait, no. Herman, what you're talking about? That's what you use the cardboard for in the middle. That's what that's for. You know, you save those. So
Oh, no.
when you get the pudding, that's for the pudding. It's like one big straw.
Lynn says leaves in the field, but use good judgment. Well,
Yeah.
the scary part about that is I know what poison ivy looks like. The average guy from my neighborhood
He
doesn't.
does not. Well, you have a lot of fun with that, though. Come on.
Yeah, that would be funny. That would really be funny. You come into the emergency room with your butt in the air because you can't sit
tell
down.
everyone to stay indoors unless it's an emergency.
This is where you wished you lived in Europe, where a bidet is just part of
Yes,
your house.
Exactly.
I agree. What's up, EBR? How are you?
Everybody make sure you hit that like button.
All right. I literally, like I
shower
said,
hose.
literally didn't have any drone news because I was slacking today and flying FPV. Which, by the way, Mark, I was playing with rates today, and I'm finally finding my little niche.
Are you
Where I
going
like-
higher or lower?
So far everything's been higher.
Well, me and Ray we saw a lot of lower with a lot of that.
Well,
Yeah, that he crashed again. Yeah, right. Yeah, he crashed again. Yeah.
well,
I admit I did crash a few times today. In
I
fact,
actually
I know you guys were laughing when you were outside the park. You didn't see me walking over towards you?
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, I figured.
Hey, I flew for the first time in 2 months, man. Today, I actually got up in the air for a couple.
What
flights.
happened?
I actually got in the air for a couple flights today. First time in 2 months.
Okay, that's what's up.
I've not flown my quad since Christmas. And,
Well, since you're out of work, you got every day now.
well, no, I may still have to go to school, but you know what? I'm going to be buzzing that school with the drones. I'll tell you that.
What, they
Yeah.
still want you to come in?
Yeah, they may still make teachers come in. Yeah.
Fly in the window, go out the other side.
I can see it now, Herman. All the teachers, the school's empty. The teachers are on the desk dancing, swinging their shirts, partying. It's gonna be a regular hangout.
It gives me an excuse to bring my kegerator in.
Because you said you're gonna fly the yard or the schoolyard or something.
You kidding me? I'm flying the hallways.
Oh, damn.
That'd be nice.
I'm flying the hallways.
Could you imagine? You step out into the hall, drone passes you at 50 miles an hour.
Yeah, they won't take kindly to that. It's bad enough I fly my whoops during classes when teachers are teaching and I buzz them.
Lynn says
They
her
don't like
house
that.
in Italy had a bidet.
Oh yeah, I got 2 of them in my back.
We used to. My dad was stationed in a little town called Terrania at Camp Darby, and we went and we lived there for 3 years. And our house had a bidet. My mom didn't know what it was. We pulled up. She goes, "I don't know what this is. Don't touch it."
Come on, everybody's got a bidet on their kitchen sink. It's that hose that you pull off.
Right.
Come on. You all got bidets.
Listen,
Just don't go
back
there.
when I was young, the bidet was called a water bottle.
Yeah, there you go.
The pink ones, you know, with the tube coming from it.
Well,
I didn't have one
are
hanging
you
on.
talking about enemas?
No, that's
What's that?
that's something different, Lawrence. You was being fast.
I didn't say I
Yeah.
used it.
Your mother didn't slap you and take it from you.
I didn't say I used it. I just said when I was coming up. I used to see it hanging in the bathroom. All right.
Sure.
All I knew was it looked nasty and I didn't want to touch the damn thing.
Right now, she's listening. She's like, I could kill that boy.
No. I remember seeing one in my grandmother's house. And it's funny because back then they didn't, you used to put hot water in them or whatever, or cold water or whatever the hell you put in them and put it on someone's arm or their stomach hurt or
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
A hot
Yeah,
water
okay.
bag.
You okay? Your mom, you okay? Hot, yeah, stomach hurt. Yeah, put it right in that spot where that stomach hurt. Yeah.
Man, Lawrence, the views and opinions.
It's late.
the views and
It's too
opinions
late.
that are heard
He
tonight are
should have
not
said that before
necessarily.
he said that red bottle. He should have said that.
Red bottle.
That's all right, Ray. I do know for a fact that people from the island used to mix liquor in it. Okay. They used to mix liquor. In fact, before they had, you know, the backpacks, I did see this on TV. I forget what show it was.
Oh, the camel packs, yeah.
They had the water bottles back then, and they filled them with liquor to get into this party. And everyone would go to this guy's shirt and stick their head in his shirt to take a swig.
Yeah.
So yeah, Lynn, we got a little bit of a connection going on. Yeah, I lived in Terrania, which is the base or the town that's located near Camp Darby. Yeah.
Italy.
Yep. Very small base.
Definitely was, but adapted.
Great place to grow up for a 15-year-old boy, I got to tell you.
Where is this?
Italy.
Italy, right there on the Mediterranean Sea. We lived right across the street from the beach for 3 years. It was awesome.
You didn't happen to know anybody by the name of Mrs. Robinson, did you?
Let's just say when I came back to the States, no, I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah.
The views and opinions that
I
are heard
better stop
tonight
right
are
there.
not necessarily the views and opinions of everyone on the panel tonight.
just say,
Let's just
I
say
don't-
life was easier for a young gentleman trying to come of age in Italy than it is in the United States.
You were highly educated by the time
This
you-
is
Yes.
this is Confession Sunday.
Paul, don't start
That's
none.
supposed to be on the Canadian Drone Hub.
Canadian Pornhub.
Lynn says
I
it's
mean,
a
dry
great
center,
R&R
I didn't say-
location.
Yeah, it is.
Especially the recreation part, right?
I know what you were going to say. I think I said it pretty much.
Yeah. He alluded to it quite nicely.
You know, the culture in Italy is really foreign to Americans. I mean, the concept of taking a 2-hour lunch and drinking wine and eating this huge lunch, and then everything closes from noon till about 3 o'clock, at least when I was there. And this has nothing to do with the coronavirus or anything like that.
Hey, see, Lynn says Italian beaches are topless.
Yeah, that's true, Lynn. Yes.
See, this is why you take a 2-hour lunch and drink wine.
But
then
the
you go-
kids,
then you
the
go to the beach and try and tune in the radio. Hello, Tokyo.
But yeah, no, the stores everything would close until about 2 or 3 o'clock, and then they would open up late at night. So they'd still get their hours in. They still do all the work, but because of the heat, it was also a good idea to shut everything down. And then dinner was light. That's the big difference between the United States and Italy is your
they eat
lunches
late.
are huge, and your dinners are just this light little thing.
Lynn calls that period of time riposo.
Right.
What they call it.
Well, yeah, you need the 2 hours off because after that big lunch, you want to take a nap.
Exactly. And you're hammered.
You would need to. You would definitely need to.
Exactly.
I could see something. I couldn't live the lifestyle. but I could
But on a
visit people
structure
who did.
basis, we wouldn't get anything done doing that.
True.
Oh yeah, you would.
Not our structure base. Well,
No. When the summer is so hot, you can't do anything.
We don't have that here.
True.
To
This is
just make
true.
the time because of our government offices close at a certain time, and then you would get nothing done.
Well, their government offices close also.
And schools and everything. Yep.
Everything. Yeah.
All right. Well,
Listen, I get to work at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm not coming back if you let everybody go at lunch.
this is what I'm trying to tell you. After lunch, the
Not
day
when I
is
get off
over.
at 2 o'clock. No, no.
After
I'm
lunch,
done
the
for the
day is
day.
over. Time to go home and take a nap.
You close.
And the
work.
amount of walking that happens over there is amazing. That I don't see a lot of people going out walking after dinner.
They don't. You're saying
Yeah,
they don't.
here they do. I mean, I'm sorry, in Italy they do. That's a big thing over there. You go over there, you have a light dinner, and you go walking.
You have to keep from going into a food coma. Have you, man? I've eaten at a few Italian friends' houses, and every night is like Thanksgiving. I'm serious, man. They have 3 and 4 course meals, and you have to try everything or they get insulted.
Yep. Manja.
It's not manja. You better eat, or you're not leaving the table. they talk to you as a grown man like you were a kid.
The other thing that I came away with is the Italians invented road rage.
Are into road rage?
No, they invented it.
He said.
Oh,
I think road rage is a terminology that was invented by someone who doesn't drive.
It may be, but over there, man, they drive insane, and those cars are so small.
Yeah, well,
Logan Carpenter says,
actually,
I thought they only
best cars that
eat
they
pizza.
make can't fit on their roads.
Well, Lynn had a Mustang GT imported over there when she was over there. And every time she'd go to get gas, she had a crowd around the thing. And they'd look inside and she had a slap shifter, and they'd say, no sticky.
Hey, so if she had a car shipped, hey, Lynn.
You had a Mustang.
Lynn and I made a connection here. We know what we're talking about. We've done this.
They do everything slow, greatest procrastinators except for driving.
Right.
Everything's fast.
Check out the procrastination the people south of Miami do. No. They got procrastination beat.
Listen,
No. The people south of Miami do everything slow.
I'd go back to Italy and live there.
Open up
I mean,
businesses, they move slow here.
I'm changing the topic just a little bit. I just got an update from my school. They're still planning on making us come in this week, students and all. But the funny thing is, I just got hammered with tons of emails from my students saying, "Oh yeah, well we're not coming in this week either now."
Oh,
My parents say, "Well, if we're going to be out for 3 weeks, we might as well be out this week because to stay safe." So I'm going to have nobody this week anyway.
Lynn says everything's dormant tomorrow. And I have to get up. I have to get up and go to Manhattan tomorrow, but just for a few hours.
Domite, not dormant. Domite.
Lynn says she's ready to go to Italy again, Curtis.
Oh, tomorrow means dumb.
I'm ready, Lynn. I'd love to go back there. Here's another little tidbit for you. My mom, so we lived on the other side of there's the main street in Terrania, and then there's the beach, and there's houses on the other side. And we lived on this side of the street, obviously not on the beach, but on the other side of the street. 2-story house. The master bedroom faced the beach with a balcony on it. My mom could not stand, she's from Arkansas, she could not stand the smell of salt water. So they took the back bedroom. I got the master bedroom.
Oh, Lord.
I used to go out and sleep on the balcony at night, and yeah, that's when they were coming out swimming in the nude.
She can't stand the smell of salt water.
To this day, she can't stand it. She comes up here and I'm like, let's go down to the beach. Let's go down to the Puget Sound. She's like, oh, it smells awful. I can't stand it. So there's that.
Welcome back, John Spizzo. Well, I don't know what's going on, but I have a feeling a lot of people are going to be doing live streams this week. So I'm going to put my disclaimer out there now. Do not take it personal if you send me an invite and I can't show up. Hey, would you want to do a drop and a shot on the half hour? Come on, let's do a drop and a shot. since
Oh.
Paul's checking his pulse again.
Do we have to?
Yeah,
You don't have to.
we're twisting your arm, Mark.
Herm, wait, Herm.
I know, right? They say
got-
dropping a shot. Herm's already got.
Yeah, he got his head all ducked down to the screen,
Mm-hmm.
sipping out of that sippy cup.
Sippy.
I do recall one time Herman said, "Remember that night that I got up and walked away for about 5 minutes?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "I was lit."
I know. He had a
What's up,
shot. He
Robert?
almost dropped.
Someone hold it. Someone sent Robert an invite. He heard dropping a shot, and now he wants in. And I know Robert has no problem joining us.
All right, so we gotta wait.
So I gotta wait now.
Yeah.
Wait.
Well-
I'm gonna pull a Herman.
The more the better.
You're gonna pull a Herman?
There you go, Mark. Get ready, get warmed up.
All right, you were on it, Paul.
Yep.
I got
Justin on 8 now.
ounces of some special lemonade.
Justin, did you get the part yet?
Nope, still waiting.
Oh man. And I found a bag of wires, but I lost it again.
How do you lose it?
And that's only
Robert, it's on
because
its way.
I took everything off the wall here, and I have a pile. My regular pile is about 3 inches high on my desk, but I know where everything is. But because I had to take everything off the wall, excuse me, that pile is now 6 inches high. So now I have to dig for stuff on here.
Well, I hope you're talking about paperwork and not something else.
No,
'Cause
I'm talking.
us old guys, when you talk about piles, it could be.
Stop.
Paul.
Paul,
Junk.
Paul,
go back to the fish sticks, Paul. That's not as bad.
leave the chicken alone, Paul. Go back to the fish sticks. At least you know how many you had. Okay.
The chicken's right in the freezer. I can go.
All right,
get
you
it.
ready? Wait,
Why?
where's Rojo?
I sent him. I
You
sent
sent
him
him
a
an
link.
invite? Okay, come on in here, Rojo.
Why?
EBR goes,
do you have
these
it
guys.
in the freezer, Paul.
Freshie for me. Cheers, everyone. Cheers,
Yes.
Ed. I'll join you now.
Love my drone says paperwork. I thought we covered TP already.
Yeah. Yeah, Paul. Throw the chicken out the window. Go get it. Throw it out the window.
No, the squirrels won't eat it either.
Gee, I wonder
What?
why.
The
Only
what
you.
won't eat it?
No, the wildlife won't eat it. No.
No,
Then why are you keeping it?
You should learn from
animal
them.
instinct is better than human learning.
They're closing casinos too.
Oh yeah, they
You know
had
what's
said that
messed up?
before they closed schools.
They,
Well, here's what we can do. Instead of holding up the shot and the drop, we can do it. And then when Robert comes in, we can just do another one.
yeah,
Sounds like
easily
the guy
said
that's
for someone
not
who's not
taking a
drinking. You
Yeah,
know,
right.
it's always the ones without kids that tell you how to beat your kid. I'm just saying. And Paul doesn't have to worry about Mia licking him until he's awake. He
Yeah.
got no invite. He got no invite, Paul.
What the hell?
Jojo, Paul, see, Paul's the only one here not drinking, and he didn't send the invite.
I sent it.
Mm-hmm.
Here,
Sure.
here you go, Lynn. This was the house I lived in right here.
You know what? That's a nice yard in front. There, nice yard for flying.
Not very
There,
big,
I
actually.
got it.
Oh, it's a couple of houses wide. It's good enough to practice FPV with those trees.
But for you
there.
guys that are interested, this is Terrania, and then this long road going back here goes back here to Camp Darby, and then Pisa, where the Leaning Tower of Pisa is right over here.
You can't fly over there.
You guys hear me all right?
Yeah, you see the airport right there.
Yeah, we can hear you, Robert.
Oh, good.
Very good.
I said Jilling too, but now that you're on, that's good.
Robert's getting ready.
Anyway, right there on the beach.
He's uncorking it.
There it is. Oh, Jackfire. That's some amazing stuff.
The red.
Oh, I like
Nice,
Jackfire.
Mark.
So much better than Fireball.
What happened? What is
All
that?
right.
Okay, here we go. All right. Sunday nights with those guys dropping a shot is sponsored by those guys.
Cheers.
Of course, you know we're no better than the UDFA guys, right? You do know that, right? Just
Just
instead of being a
just-
bunch of stoners, you look like a bunch of drunks.
still shaking it off.
We're old school.
No disrespect to UDFA. I compliment them for going down to DC and organizing what they did, because I honestly believe if they had not gone down there and had stages set up, but it wouldn't have went off the way it did. But Herman brought up a crucial factor. Did you guys see when Terrence Howard was on stage?
Yeah, that was a little unusual.
That's
Or-
what I was like, okay, Terrence Howard is there and he's speaking about drones. Then it dawned on me, wait a minute. He might have been in the area and said, hey, what are you guys doing? And him being an actor got up on stage and actually acted about how and spoke good for drones and stuff like that. You know, the actors can read a script and usually memorize it the first 2 times they read it and stuff like that. I just thought it was a little strange that Terrence Howard was at
the
that
risk of
particular
sound-
drone.
At the risk of sounding ignorant, who is this gentleman you speak of?
He was in town, you said. No, I didn't hear you. What did you say, Mark?
I said, at the risk of sounding stupid, who is this guy you're talking about? This actor?
Terrence Howard. There's a show. Oh, okay. You'll know who Terrence Howard is. Terrence Howard is. You seen? What is it? Hustle and Flow.
He's on a couple-
Hustle. You're muted, Herman. The movie called Hustle and Flow. He was the lead star in that. Empire, that was on Channel 5. That show.
I know
Empire.
of the show, but I never watched it.
Wasn't he in the original Captain America or
let's
Iron
put
Man?
it this way. Every time he comes on the television, I have to shut up.
So if you go back and watch the original Iron Man, he was the guy that became
He was Tony Stark's friend, the military dude.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yes,
the original
Yeah.
one.
The original one.
Original
I know who
Yes.
you're talking about.
In
now.
the
Okay.
original one, yes. Yes. Now,
Okay.
it's UFDA. I
Yeah,
said
it's UFDA. Yeah, UFDA.
I'm sorry about that. Thanks for the correction, Night Train. But like I said, I compliment them on going down and doing what they did. You know, I was just in awe that they were like, Terrence Howard, is he giving a speech there? I'm like, okay, all right. Maybe he likes drones. And then it dawned on me, he's an actor. I mean, they're just like certain other stars. They have you can pay them to show up at your events. You know, I don't know
Yeah, I
the
think
exact
there's
numbers.
an app for
but
that.
what happened, Robert?
There's an app for that.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
To get stars to
have,
show up at an event?
Yeah, you can have stars show up at events, or they can send you a personal message. Yeah.
You know,
to
that's
look that up.
interesting. But I don't know how much. I can't see myself paying for something like
No.
that.
No.
Enjoy, Logan Carpenter. He says he doesn't drink, but he had a Sam Cola.
There you
That'll
go.
work.
That'll work.
Justin, you feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
I saw that last
I'm not
face you
I'm
made
not
after
drinking
you,
100 proof.
huh?
I'm not drinking 100 proof. I think my wife hid it for me.
Oh yeah. See,
Oh, you're going on streaming? Let me hide that.
yeah, right. Exactly. In fact, I think the last time
Searching. I gotta find it.
that Justin was doing shots at 100 proof, I ain't see him for a couple of days afterwards or hear from him.
That was a rough night.
Yeah, who you
I
telling?
didn't even make enough sense.
I was mixing moonshine. Those little nips of moonshine. What's up, Robert? What's going on, man?
Not a lot. Not a lot. Finally over that the cold I had for 3 weeks.
Okay. All right. Well,
You
glad
sure?
everyone's
you
feeling
sure,
better.
You sure it was
I knew
the
he was gonna say
cold? You sure it was
Could've
the
been.
cold?
Could have been bottle flu. You never know.
Antifreeze.
What did you say? You burnt it out with the alcohol?
I burned it out. Yeah.
Old school right there.
Okay.
Sweat it
All
out.
right. All
Sweat
right.
it
I'm
out.
not mad at you.
A shot
What
a
is-
day keeps the coronavirus away.
Uh-oh.
Well, there you go. That's my excuse now.
I want to know concerning the coronavirus, who was the idiot that said you can clean your hands with tequila?
Why would you
Because
waste
it-
tequila like
Why
that?
would you waste
Yeah.
good tequila?
All I know is they were talking about it on the news, and they came on. They said that on Channel 7 News here in New York, please do not use tequila. It will not disinfect you from the coronavirus.
Because people are just going with people are saying it. They just fell on it.
Look at Herman.
The problem is after they're done watching, they'll be like,
Little salt and lime.
Pour some salt on it.
No.
there you go.
Little lime.
Start looking like a cat.
A little here, a little there.
So
Justin's gonna mess around and go like this and go and put some on. His wife's gonna come home early.
I do got to shave because it has aftershave.
There you go. So,
Why do you
Robert,
smell
if
like
I
a
take
bar?
a shot of liquor a day, it's supposed to keep the coronavirus away. You think I'll get away with that in school?
Yeah.
So
I'd roll with
class, I just pull out the jack and take a swig, put it back in my desk.
Yes.
There
I
we
think-
go.
I think swearing in school would probably be your least
Herman, we can't
problem
hear
by
you
that time.
for some reason. We cannot hear you, Herman.
Plug your mic back in.
Mike's plugged in.
Oh, there you
There you
go.
go.
A shot
you
a
go.
day is not gonna do anything to you.
Give me a second. I'll be right
Yeah,
back.
well,
A
it'll
shot
make me
every,
feel better.
Class
Make you
period.
happy.
Right.
It'll make me feel better.
Well, I
Happy.
have noticed that Mark
Yeah.
went from wide-eyed to chinky-eyed.
Woo! I've always been like this. My eyes. Growing up, my parents would get phone calls at least once a month, accusing me of being stoned. They would call my parents and say, "We think your son's on drugs. He's always got squinty eyes." I have like my eyes do get heavy, and yeah, alcohol does sure sell.
Have another shot.
Yeah, why
Another
not?
shot?
Other one?
Oh, you're just sorry. You're
Robert?
just saying.
Robert,
Robert,
Oh,
Justin, Herman.
he's been taking shots all night. Don't let him kid you.
Ray?
Hold on. My wife wants to
Ray?
see a shot.
Here you go.
My wife wants to see a shot and a drop. All right.
That's the
We're
only
gonna do
time
another
she pays
drop
attention
anyway.
to the show.
Oh.
Yeah, she actually, yeah, for real. Anyway,
Wow.
Sunday nights with those guys, shot and a drop is sponsored by
Those
guys.
those drunks.
Let me feel you on a little movie there, Lawrence.
I'm out. I gotta go.
Damn.
More.
Paul's, instead of doing shots, Paul's mouth dropping brownies.
Brownie and a drop. Yeah, brownie and drop.
Brownie and a drop.
A brownie and a drop. That's okay, Paul.
He ain't say nothing for like 2 minutes. Mouth is dry as a desert.
No, we're
I
gonna
know.
dub for Paul. We're gonna drop that. We're gonna dub that a drop and a plop.
Yeah.
we need to
Yeah.
send we need to send Paul some 420 brownies, but we need
Oh, there we go.
Oh no!
Well,
You must.
Wait,
Those
wait a
guys.
minute. What was it? New
Gotta
Year's
get a
Eve?
pan that bakes them just like that and put them in one of those boxes and send it to him.
I don't
Hey,
want to.
Hey, Robert,
Hmm.
you must want him to
I'll
slap
just
the
try
shit out of
one.
the first person that knocks on his door.
No, he's gonna start thinking those puppets are real. Don't do that to him.
Oh, mana.
Can you imagine Paul high in a sugar rush?
No.
Right between the puppets.
Oh, they'll be sitting across the room and he'll be
No,
staring
see,
at him.
The only
Michigan man
thing.
arrested for choking out a puppet.
No,
Hey,
wait,
Lawrence,
guys.
hey, Lawrence, if you really want me to get the puppets, I can go get them.
No.
No,
See,
that's okay.
guys,
Phenomenon's
guys.
not here. I
guys,
think
the only thing this is gonna do is make Lynn's life miserable. So please have mercy on Lynn.
yeah,
You're gonna have to be there to pick up the mess.
She has to see them in She has to see them in person.
Yeah, Lynn, I got your back on this one.
Let him go over there and Paul will be beating up on a therapy doll and choking out 2 puppets.
Everything's gonna be just fine.
As soon as you're gone.
He's mad at the puppet because it won't eat chicken with him.
If I cook it, you better damn well eat it. You know.
There you go. That's the spirit.
The dog will just run.
Lynn says thank you. By the way, she
Yeah,
gives
we
a
got
thumb up and
we
says
got your
thank
back.
you.
We got your back, Lynn. We can't do that to you.
No, we could.
Funny as that would be.
We can get one of those 2-bite brownie boxes, Lawrence, and
2-bite brownie box.
get somebody to seal it back up.
Uh-huh.
Put brownies in and just ship it off.
Wait. You
I
think
can
Paul's
see-
worried about a sealed box?
Hey, Hey, Mark,
You think Paul's worried
Looks
about
like
his
we
sealed
changed.
box?
If you predate it, you'll eat it quicker.
Yeah. You don't have to be sealed. Heck,
Could
you
you-
could probably just send it to him in a loose plastic bag.
hey,
I mean,
Mark.
not worried.
Can you imagine? Paul
food is
goes to
food.
open his mailbox. Ooh, brownies.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
Lord.
just have to. You just have to.
Going to be delivered by drone.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
yeah.
Vince,
Paul,
you
be
see-
suspicious. If
You
you
see
get
what Lynn wrote?
what
She said that's when I would grab Mia and
Yeah.
run.
Paul, you got to remember the community you're in. If you see a drone delivering brownies to you, don't eat them, please.
Logan Carpenter
You're gonna see
wants to hear the song.
You're
See
going to
it?
see a fleet of drones delivering brownies to Paul at this rate.
I think Logan deleted
No,
his
Logan wants to hear the song. See
No,
it?
he just has musical notes up there. That's
yeah.
all.
What song?
Yeah.
What song?
It could be anything. It could be Stairway to Heaven for crying out loud.
Because the next thing he's going to say he wants to hear the Mana song.
Well, he's Manamana's in the
But
chat. so-
Phenomena's not here. It's only works when he's here.
Yes, it only counts.
And don't text him, Paul.
Yeah.
I'm gonna text
I
him
was
right
like,
now and
I
say,
need you to
"Don't
come
in."
into Novice Quad stream so I can sing.
Yeah, yeah, right. I can only stall him for so long. I'm running out of brownies. Anyway, well, the time is almost up. I'll actually be glad when it's up because I'm going to do what my wife did and actually have breakfast for dinner.
15 minutes.
I'm actually going to have a breakfast for dinner, some corned beef hash and some
Nice.
eggs
That sounds
for,
good.
for dinner tonight.
That's always fun. Breakfast for dinner.
Come on, you gotta have grits with that too, please.
I had that for breakfast,
Oh,
man.
okay.
You gonna be doing some bacon?
You
You gotta do bacon.
I
The
don't know.
hash, you gotta have the bacon, man.
You gotta do the bacon.
Homemade
Well,
hash.
see, what
about
you
it.
do is you cook the hash in the bacon grease.
There you go. Now
There
we're
you
cooking.
go.
That qualifies.
Yes. And then you take it and you scoop it and put it on 2 glazed donuts.
What?
Oh, shit.
Oh man, love my drones. I love my eggs over easy.
I
I can't stand scrambled eggs.
Me neither.
Sunny.
could
Over
eat eggs
easy.
almost anyway.
Love them.
Hell, I love poached.
Well, I got a feeling a bunch of y'all are gonna jump off of here afterwards drinking that damn alcohol. Go get something.
We're all going to show up at your door.
The munchies
Looking
are
for
going to
some
hit.
hash.
Listen,
Yep.
you show up at my door, my wife is gonna hand you my damn luggage.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm just letting you know right now.
Well, I thought it was Justin's place we were going to. He's a bachelor.
Justin
I'm
looks like
trying to get Justin to do something before have a get together or something. Justin, you got a
Justin
backyard?
looks like he's out of it.
Hold on. What'd you say, Herman?
I'll be right back.
Backyard.
Okay. Justin, you got it. You have a backyard.
Got a grill, everything. Drink.
Okay.
Oh,
We
there
could
you
have
go.
a meetup in Justin's backyard. And that'll be it. Of course, when your wife gets home, you won't be there anymore because you would have gotten evicted. But
That's fine. I live in a garage.
what'd you say? Find you under the garage or
I said I live in a garage.
she'll get over it.
Too bad we don't have bacon as a sponsor.
No, see.
You know,
Or-
there's
what is
only
that?
one thing better than bacon. You know that, right?
What,
whiskey.
it-
Or bacon.
No,
Bacon?
bacon wrapped in bacon.
oh, okay. Good point.
With
Valid
maple
point.
syrup.
Oh, yeah, I could work with that too.
Who is that? You drone 314. How are you? Welcome to Sunday Nights with those guys. We have about 13 minutes left to the live stream. And then I'm
Till
going
the
to go.
next shot. I mean,
eat.
the live stream's over.
To be honest, I want to go look at some of the footage from flying FPV today. That's the kick I'm on. I'm learning more and more, learning how to adjust it so I can do certain tricks and stuff.
I
So
watch my own videos a lot just for that reason.
What happened?
I watch a lot of my own videos just for that purpose. I don't watch them for fun. I watch them to see what I could do better and how like I just posted a video tonight. I got done. I thought I had great flights and I salvaged what I could from the video. I thought my flight was crap.
Yeah,
but
you know
I
what?
put some
It's
things
funny.
together. But you know, when you're flying, it seems great. But when you look at it under footage conditions,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah.
Right. You
I'll
see,
post it.
well, see, I was messing with Throttle Expo So now I used to do what they call a bunny hop. I would come out of a power loop and then drop because of prop wash. And
We call
bounce
that
back up.
we call that teabagging. Just say.
Oh, hey, I got drone news now that I'm thinking about it.
Sounds about right.
Okay, well,
Sounds legit.
My Cinewoop Bumblebee will be here they're shipping it March 30th, and the DJI
that's right.
goggles
You're
are
going straight DJI, right?
yeah, and the DJI goggles Fly More package is already on its way.
I just want my Crossfire crap. Damn it.
What happened? Oh yeah, that's right. You're switching over to Crossfire too.
Yeah, and the
I
shipment.
only have Crossfire in one bird, but I do have a nano receiver here that's going to go in
What you got there, Justin?
one of these birds here.
Is that the Sprint?
That's the Cinewhoop, Justin?
Yeah, that's the one that Lawrence had. And this is the Syndrome. This is the big boy.
Yeah, that's Justin's bird there. I see Justin's like the repair shop. You know, you just call him up. He comes over during lunchtime and leaves with your drone and comes back with your drone working. That's all.
Well, what you could do is you
built
could
this
get
one over
him.
the weekend, so I gotta.
Hey,
hit the beta flight.
Justin, you could do yourself some advertising as you could be the Ford repairman.
The Ford repairman.
Yeah.
Well, if you can get that Tyro going, Justin,
Yeah, I'm just waiting for those connectors. Once I do
that's my
that,
main objective. Remember, Mark, we couldn't get that Tyro going for nothing?
Yep.
Well, Justin's giving it a shot.
There you go. Wasn't it just the receiver was European or something like that?
What happened?
Was that the receiver one where the receiver came in and it was the European version or something? Or is that something different?
No. For some reason, I wired it, and Justin went over the wiring. It powered up. The motor started in beta flight, but it would not arm. It just would not arm. I mean, the motors work. It didn't catch fire when I plugged it up.
Have you when you do that? Have you gone to the CLI and did the status to see what the codes were at the end?
No, I'm not that advanced yet.
Well, no, it's serious. It's very simple. I just did it myself for the first time. I watched a Bardwell video on it, and it turned out I didn't have a pre-arm setting on my controller, and that was it. So
really?
So basically, you go to CLI, you have it powered up.
Yeah.
You have it plugged in, you have a battery on it, you go to arm it and it doesn't arm, and then what you do is you go to CLI and type status, I think it is, or just look up Bardwell no arming, and it'll
tells you what status.
and the last line will give you all the codes, and usually
it'll tell you what's running and what's not.
And if you go to the Bardwell video, he gives you a link to what the codes mean. But mine said no pre-arm, and I was able to fix that. And there's always a code for it won't arm because you're connected to beta flight, so don't worry about that one. But
Yeah. That's okay.
If the one that had no pre, so I set up a pre-arm switch on my transmitter, and it flew. So
what'd you say, Ed? I think I might have gotten a good helicopter shot, heard it coming, dropped below the trees, and then it went over. Here in New York.
No,
you tried that?
Yeah.
Dude, you're lucky where you are. Here in New York, seriously. I mean, not only do the helicopters turn towards you, but the results wouldn't have been the same, Ed. Definitely. All right, we got 8 minutes to go. You still with us, Herman?
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm worried about
everyone want to promote their live streams.
Lynn's the one that said that Paul was sleeping.
Yeah, right.
Paul is sleeping, Lynn, because he started a live stream at 4:30 in the morning.
When was the last time you?
Yeah, I was on it there, Novice.
Yeah.
I saw. I was on the train actually going to Brooklyn to fly. I saw
I was
you.
so tired.
You, Asgard,
Louis P. Floyd,
Paul, and Paul Lewis.
Yeah.
And Curtis, I invited Curtis, but he was going shopping at that time of the morning on the West Coast.
Yeah, we figured we'd get out and before the crowds got out, but of course, so did everybody else.
well laid plans went down the tubes, huh?
Everybody else had the same plans we did. Is
exactly.
what it was.
Pretty much.
Well, it took my wife and I 2 hours the other night to get water. We literally had to go from one part of New York into Long Island to get water, and only because where we went shopping at Stop and Shop, the guy, my wife asked the guy, "Where do you guys have any water in the back?" And he said, "No, but I know the guy who works at Best Market, which was this other store, and they just got a tractor trailer in. They should still have some." And this was maybe about
Actually, right?
6 or 7 p.m. at night. When we got there at 6 or 7 p.m., there were maybe about 14 cases left.
Oh, wow.
And I picked up 2 cases, and my wife was I went to go get a shopping cart. My wife was standing there, and she said, "Guy walked up and started stacking them into a shopping cart." To make a long story short, he had no idea they only had a 2 limit.
Got to put some back.
He was right. So
Whoopsie.
basically, hey, Rebuild, what's up? But basically what they want you to do is, excuse me, you can get 2, but you got to go out of the store and come back in.
again.
Come back
and get
in.
more,
Well,
which I
that's
think is
ridiculous.
stupid, but then it keeps people from hoarding.
Well, you can get 2 and your wife can get 2.
Yeah.
It's not necessary. We already had a 48 pack. We brought 2 35 packs, and then I come home today. There's a 4th pack of water. I'm like, y'all better drink that crap. Water, yeah, she says water never goes bad, but
Actually, that's not true. Water
yeah,
can go bad.
Does.
if it sits in plastic,
In plastic
too long,
bottles,
It sits
yeah.
in
if
plastic.
Yeah.
if it sits in plastic, too
It'll
long,
grow. It'll grow stuff. It'll grow some stuff.
And the major problem, because you're getting heat, cold,
Yeah.
heat, cold, heat, cold. If it's one
Yeah.
temperature, you got a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now I have to keep from tripping over it when I come out the bathroom at night, but it's okay.
You see it, Lawrence?
What's that?
It's better to be looking at it than to be looking for it.
True. I agree with you, and I feel really bad because I like Italian food, so I like pastas and I like pasta. And we went to the spaghetti aisle, and it was as empty as the water aisle. Seriously, pasta.
Perishable.
Oh,
that's why.
and for those of you who like oodles and noodle soup, that section was empty too.
Oh yeah.
Of
Well,
all the dry, dehydrated soups.
Well, in the UK, the first 2 things to sell out, not oddly enough, was toilet paper and pasta. Those
That
were the
makes
2
a lot of
things to
sense.
sell out.
I picked up from Amazon, delivered today, 10 cases of the oodles and noodles soups.
Wasn't there something about grog? I mean, you always hear pirates talking about you got served grog. Wasn't there something
Grog,
about that? They made that so that the water didn't go
I
bad.
thought it was called gruel.
No,
No, not the food. The what
Grog.
they drank was grog.
Right. Well, there's actually a documentary about the Middle Ages. It's actually called "How Beer Saved the World." Seriously,
Yeah.
They go through why even kids were drinking beer in the Middle Ages. They didn't realize it, but by boiling it, they were killing any of the
Hey,
bacteria.
that's
Wow.
what Ed
Everybody else drinking
says.
water was dying.
Ed says the settlers made beer out of their water. They kept it preserved.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. They may
Yeah,
not
that's
have
true.
realized they were doing it, but they were, because that was before germ technology, and all that stuff. So, yeah, beer again. Seriously, there's a documentary called "How Beer Saved the World."
Justin, I wish I had a giant fork I could stick in you because you're done.
Oh, I'm good.
You haven't seen he went from this
He's
to
chilling.
No, because I'm printing something. That's why I'm just looking at.
And
Well,
he's
I don't know.
actually-
I don't know.
He's like moving sideways.
I'm like looking at the 3D printer. That's
oh
why.
you
No, I mean, here's the thing. He had a couple of shots plus those donut chicken sandwiches. He's ready for a nap.
listen. You remember those sandwiches from Popeyes that everyone's going crazy over?
Do you
Oh,
have
the
one?
chicken sandwiches.
You ever have one?
There was a post on Facebook that
Yeah, I saw
says
that.
for
Coronavirus.
all of you who's eating them chicken sandwiches, that's how you got corona.
No. Like I said before, I'm convinced that the FAA is going to blame the coronavirus on drones. They blame everything else on drones. Why not?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they might.
You know,
Don't give
don't
them
give
the
them any ideas. Lynn says gruel was soup.
Yeah.
Grog was booze. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when you said the word grog, you also had a battle axe next to you.
Yeah.
It's the people who didn't have a battle axe that had to eat gruel.
Yeah. I said the ones with the battle axes had the grog.
That's why I'm divorced. I got rid of my battle axes.
Dun-dun-dun.
Paul,
Wah,
I'm so glad,
wah,
I'm so glad you
wah.
don't. Paul, I'm so glad you don't drink. All right. Let's see.
One more
Robert, you got
drop
the
and we're
right
outta
idea.
here, huh?
Let's get another shot and a drop in there. Come on, Justin.
Oh, if I must, I must.
I'm really twisting your arms.
Yes.
I really am.
Horrible.
And Paul, we are not changing this to Sunday night shot and a drop. I'm letting you know now. So when you come on next week,
Come on, I'm working on the graphics for it.
That's a
I just happened to come on
Curtis is
and
making
see
new
that
graphics.
that Lawrence was saying dropping a shot. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh,
Just lies. It was
Sign me up.
radar. Your shot and a drop radar went off, and you said, "I got to get on."
yep.
Well, if you
I was in the kitchen with the wife, and I heard dropping a shot.
All right, hold on, Robert. Oh,
look at him go.
Go
He's
ahead.
not
I'm
even-
testing the waters.
Just go ahead and
testing
refill.
the waters.
Just go ahead and refill.
I had a little too much.
Okay. All right. You ready?
Ready.
You ready? We're gonna do it again.
Let's do it.
Sunday night shot and a drop is sponsored by those
guys.
Yeah, them.
Wow. Now?
Yeah, them.
Now? Okay.
Those dudes.
Them dudes.
I'm out.
these guys.
Them dudes.
Them dudes.
Well, it's 1 minute to Wednesday night after Herman's live stream, 8:30. We're gonna be on Coast to Coast Drones. He's gonna have those guys on Coast to Coast Drones. He started this East Coast, West Coast thing, so I guess I'm gonna have to put a bandana on or something.
And didn't Coast to Coast, wasn't Coast to Coast the one who just hit 1,000 this weekend too?
Yes.
Yes, he hit 1,000, and someone from the UK, Nether, I can't think.
Newfoundland drones.
Yeah, Newfoundland drones.
yeah.
I had the N right.
Yeah.
Let's have another drink there, buddy.
And what was that, Mark? Mark, was that Coast and Cones?
Yes, Coast and
Coast
Cones.
Coast to Cones?
Coast and Cones.
Coast to Cones. I got
Coast to
cones on the
Cones.
brain. You know what cones are, right? Hey,
All right, I just
we were
got an
talking
alert.
about topless beaches for crying out loud.
Val's Life, aka
Come on.
Puddles, FPV, and Furball Kim just went live. Pusa Studios also going live. Don't forget to check out Herman, Phantom Flight 101
Let's
on
drink a
Wednesday
puddle
night,
jumper.
5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Paul, I'm ignoring you. What's your do a drop
the
your
puddle
live
jumper.
stream, Mark?
Let's do a drop the puddle jumper.
Yeah.
He's got his hands full.
Hey, I'm the only one that can call him Puddle Jumper.
I only know. I've never seen somebody get tipsy on Pepsi. Look at him. He's jolly as all get out right now. Look at him.
and it's Pepsi Zero right there.
Yeah, I know. Look at
Captain
him.
City, what the hell?
Rebel. Look at this.
Do you want to hear what he said?
No, what did he say?
He can't even talk.
Look at him.
Grab Paul, tell him.
Repeat yourself, Paul.
Paul, spill it.
He can't.
Come on, Paul. You can
can't
do
even
it.
get
You can do
Come
it.
on, Paul. Force it out.
Dad,
We
let's
gotta
do
do
the
a toast. We gotta do
puddle
a
jump
toast
because he's got his hands
puddle
full.
jumper because he's got his hands full.
Listen, this
man.
is Sunday Nights with those guys, and we're about to get out of here. We appreciate you all for supporting us. Please come back and check us out. Thank you again. Thank you again. Thank you again. We're gonna get the hell out of here because these guys are drunk.
See you guys later.
Later.
Take care,
We
everybody.
out. See y'all later. Bye-bye.
Hey, I love you all.
Oh, wait a minute. I almost ended. I just almost cut everybody off without ending the live stream. I'd have been here cursing. What the fuck?